Shameless, basic, shameless, get dangerous. That's my.
Hello everybody, welcome back for round 2, my friends. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday afternoon. The new schedule is here, the doubled dip on Thursdays, almost said Saturdays. Welcome back everybody, good to see everybody. If you weren't able to tune in earlier today, good to see everybody here. Kango, good to see you. Skyworker, welcome back, man. Hello person, good to see you. Digital, welcome back, man. Julian, good to see you. Caleb, good to see you. Huskers, welcome back. Will, sounds good, man. Sanjay, is this an After Dark? No, this is part of the new schedule. So this is going to be the new schedule moving forward for the foreseeable future until, maybe I decide that it's not as fun or is working out as the way that I intended, but
requested.
My guess is it's going to be just fine. I think this will be the new schedule moving forward. I like being able to offer our regular stream time Thursday afternoons and then our evening stream times in the evening. So I think that this is something that, if anything, I think this is going to become more of a theme. Again, we may add another day throughout the week. This is a little test and we'll see how that goes from here, but I'm really hoping we can see like a lot of familiar faces, a lot of people in chat that necessarily can't join in the afternoon but are able to join here. So cool. Yakfu, good to see you, man. Average Aviator, good to see you. Summer, welcome back. Alex, good to see you. Tenure to Mobile, how are you, my friend? Atto, good to see you, dude. Spliff Jam, welcome back, man. AJ, good to see you, dude. R6, good to see you, man. Aviation Mike, welcome. Justin, what's going on, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Al, good to see you, dude. Vine Fortuna, welcome aboard, man. Hope you're doing well. On the beauty KLM to your right. I saw that earlier. I was like, what the hell is a KLM doing over here? Interesting. Are you going to JFK in the KLM? I wonder, do they even operate that? Who cares, right? But this works better for me when I get home from school and I can watch a stream. See, exactly. It's going to benefit both, right? I like keeping the regular schedule so that way all my, if you think about it, all the European guys right now, it's on a Thursday night. It's what time is it? For 2 in the morning, 1 to like 3 in the morning for a lot of the UK guys. So obviously they're not going to be here. So, but being that I am a primarily North American streamer, I live in North America, I can relate to the North American audience, I think a little bit easier and better. I felt it was time to add one of these streams where it was evening. Anyways, friends, good to see you all here. Thanks so much for coming to hang out. Let's go ahead and jump inside the cockpit. We're losing that sunlight, chat. I think we actually may be losing it. We're real close to losing that sunlight. So let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. We are into JFK today. We're expecting, I think it's like a 50-something minute flight. What did SimBrief give us here? It's saying 1 hour and 5 minutes on the flight time. So let's not waste any time. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. So first things first, we're going to get our battery switch on. We're going to get the ground power to the on position as well. It's going to bring the aircraft to life. Beautiful. I'm going to leave that there. That's good there. Wonderful. I'm going to get a little bit of circuit breaker brightness. I'm going to get the panel brightness definitely up. Good. Let's get our IRS set to the nav position, left side and right side. Beautiful. Tune the flows down here. Everything looks good. We're going to get the forward fuel pump on. That all looks good here. Chime only on. Armor emergency exits. Looking good there. Window heat can come on. Good. Hydraulic pumps off for now. Probe heat's off for now. Pressurization panel. We're going up to 35,000 feet today. So we're going to bug up 350. 35,000 is in and set. Packs from the off position. Isolation valve is open. Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off. Wonderful. I guess I can stop with that. So what we're going to do, chat, is the first leg. We'll kind of split it properly. For the first leg, we're going to keep real time, and then on the return flight, we're going to switch it back to whatever time the real flight. I think it happens in the afternoon at some point. So we'll keep real time on for this leg, and then the return leg will end up doing I think it's like an early afternoon flight. So we'll kind of compromise in both, okay? That way we can still take in some of the views on the return flight. Logo light can come on. Wonderful. That's all looking good. I'm happy with all of that. Great. Let's come down here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the FMC, the MICDO, the CDU, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go to FS Actions. We're going to go to our payload page. We are looking for a zero fuel weight of 62.2. 62.2. Go ahead and throw that into there. Beautiful. Who was that? I think that was Visheth coming in with another gifted membership. Visheth, thanks so much for support, man. I appreciate you, dude. That's incredibly kind. Thank you, man. Huge enough floaties to you. And if you did just get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you in chat. Incredibly kind, man. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you. Your voice is not in sync with your cam. Chat, my voice is not in sync with my cam. I'm pretty sure it is, Visheth. We've gone through this. I haven't touched anything in quite a while now, so I'm pretty sure that everything's good. Maybe give a little bit of a refresh on your stream. Maybe it's being a little bit behind or something like that. But yeah, we haven't done anything and we've been perfectly fine. And yeah, everybody else is saying that it's perfectly fine for them. Don't scare a streamer like that. That's rude. Just scare streamers. All the issues that we've had since we've added the 2 PCs and now the new camera, and my goodness. 7.5 on the fuel is what we were planning. Good. Return. That looks good. We'll go to our FMC. We're going to go to our pause and it. We're sitting on the ground here in Toronto, so CYYZ. We'll throw that into our reference airport. We'll go to next page. We'll grab our left GPS. Scroll back. We'll set our IRS position. We do have a company route, so we're going to go Toronto down to KJFK. Be our company route. We'll throw that into there. Beautiful. And our call sign today is Flair. FLE 1614. That's our call sign, right? Yes. Flair 1614. We'll activate and execute that. Beautiful. Looking good here. Cool. Looks fine to me. It's all fine. It's good now. Okay, cool. Please don't start that again. It'll give everybody aneurysm. Make everybody worry about if we're perfectly synced up. Listen, it's close enough, right? It's as good as we're going to get it. Cool. Let me turn some of these brightnesses down on these screens, especially because we're going to be flying at night. These things get crazy bright at night for some reason. Get a little background brightness, get a little bit of AFDS flood light as well. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to get a little bit of panel brightness down here as well. Beautiful. KLM is bankrupt? I don't think so. It's Air France KLM. It's like they're like two major things. I don't think so. Cool. That looks good to me. Let's go to our let's go to our departure page. I'm gonna grab a quick look at the ATIS. Toronto ATIS is saying ATIS information X-ray. 15-mile visibility, winds 150 at 7. Primary approach is ILS 24 left. Secondary is IFR approach, RNAV Yankee ILS 23, simultaneous parallel approaches and departures in effect. Expect departure runway 23 for departure. Cool. So we do have our pre-departure clearance as well. So we know that we're going to be on the Kepta 3 to Bumpa. So let's come down here. We'll go to the Kepta 3 departure. Find that on our list. There it is. Kepta 3. We're going to go with the Bumpa transition, and we're going to plan for the runway 23 for departure. We'll execute that. Cool. We'll go to our arrivals into New York this evening. This is where it was a little bit weird. When I planned the flight, they were giving me different arrivals. So let's see what the winds are doing here in JFK, and we'll plan for there. Glad to finally join a stream that isn't at 4 a.m. Kraken, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, too. Yeah, that's early, man. Huskers.
Support for the new busyness model.
Hey.
_CPTOHPB.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge enough floaties to you, Huskers. Thank you very much for the continued support of the streams, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. Hello, Captain. Is this considered an After Dark stream? No, this is part of the regular schedule now, so no After Dark streams. Well, we're still going to get After Dark streams, but this is not an After Dark stream. No, this is part of the regular schedule moving forward. Winds are 0-1-0 at 12. They have to be landing on the 4s, right, chat? They got to be landing on the floors. The floors. KJFK. Show on map. They got to be doing out of the 4s, right? Yes, they 100% are out of the 4s. Yeah, they're landing right now. Look at the lineup. Oh my god. Look at everybody departing out. Looks like they're arriving on 4 right, departing 4 left. So that's what we will plan, chat. We'll plan for the 4 right. So we'll go ILS 4 right. We're going to be on the IGN. Now, what is the IGN? It has a different name, and I can never remember what it is. Kingston 1 arrival. So we're going to be on the Kingston 1 arrival. We're going to plan for ILS 4 right, and we'll go ahead and execute that. Cool. That looks good. Once we get pushed back and everything, we'll have a look-see at all of that fun stuff and make sure that the FMC is doing everything that it should. Let's go to our NITREF. We'll plug in some numbers now. 0 fuel weight, 62.2 on the planned fuel. We've got 7.5. We're going to expect 3 on our reserves, 35 on the cost index, 350 on the cruise altitude, average wind component at 35,000 feet. We'll have a quick little look-see here at our LIDA briefing, whatever the hell they call it. Top of climb, we are expecting winds 280 at 51. Nice little quartering tailwind on the way down. Cool. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. North America looks good. N1 limits here today. We're going to leave it the way that it is, 99.8. We'll leave everything the way that it is. We'll go to our takeoff. Flaps will be set to 5 degrees. CG weight will be 19.4, and there is our trim value, 573. We'll leave our V speeds blank for now until we push back, and with that, we're just finishing up the boarding process. We're getting the last couple bags on board. Let's go ahead and grab our...
Second stream today.
hey.
Very good. Cheers
Eric.
from Norway.
Thanks for support, my friend, all the way from Norway and still watching. Huge no floaties to you, Eric. Thank you very much for the 50 Norwegian Kronen. I appreciate you, my friend. Incredibly kind. Thanks so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Let's get some love chat. Oh my goodness me. Look who it is. Mr. Always Flying. Dude, I was literally thinking about you the other day. I was like, this busy man. I was like, that is one face that I have not seen in a hot minute. Good to see you, dude. I hope all is well, my man. Good to see you. I have to get in, remind me to send you a Discord message about your wonderful shirt. I'm still waiting, by the way. Don't think I have forgot about you. I'm still waiting for my fresh shipment of shirts. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our our pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspection has been completed. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav and display switches, normal and auto. Passenger signs are on, we'll call it on. Window heat is on. Pressurization panel set 35,000. Pressurization mode selector is in the auto position. Beautiful. Oxygen masks checked. Altimeters 3013 cross-checked. Flight and nav instruments have been checked. Warning and annunciator lights have been checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Engine start levers are cut off. Stab trim switches are normal. And fire warning has been checked. Radios and transponders, so we'll do that now. Our transponder code was 5517. 5517, we'll do that now. 5517. Good. And it goes over, it stays there. It's perfect, exactly where it needs to be. Radar is off. Rudder and aileron trim is free and 0. Man, your internet is bad today. I think you said something to. I did. I said I promise you I did not forget about your shirt. I'm still waiting on my shipment of all brand new shirts, the Captain Canada shirts. I don't want to send you an old used Captain Canada shirt. That would be very nice, would it be? So do not. I just wanted to let you know that I have not forgot, man. It's good to see you, dude. I know you're incredibly busy, but it's good to see you. I hope you're having a great summer, man. Or wrapping up an end of summer, right? Parking brake is not set. We'll set that now. We're on chalk, so that's okay. Windows are closed and locked. Flight attendants. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Departure briefing. Departure briefing. Chat, we are going to expect a departure out of runway 23 today, out of Toronto. On runway 23, unless otherwise assigned by ATC, we're going to climb to a heading of 237. On heading 237 to 1100 feet. We'll then make a climbing right turn to heading 245, or as assigned. We'll expect radar vectors direct Saver on course. We'll then proceed via your depicted route. Initial climb will be 5,000 feet. That is our departure briefing. Good. We'll plug in 5,000 feet here as well. 5,000. Good. Wonderful. Logbook and QRHs on board. Fuel required for today's flight. We need 3.1 and we've got 7.5 on board. Pre-flight checklist has been completed. Wonderful. For those of you that haven't seen the streams, if you're wondering why I'm doing a checklist now all of a sudden, I am part of what's called World Flight this year. Incredibly thankful to be part of World Flight this year. If you want more information, you can do !WF and then follow the Nightbot command for World Flight. And we use this checklist. Unfortunately, I can't share this checklist with you, but I can show you what I'm using. This is the checklist that I'm using, so this is the checklist that we're going to be using for World Flight. So from now until November, anytime that we're flying the 737, you're going to see me using this checklist. So that's if you're curious why. I'm not going to use it for every airplane that we fly unless there's a checklist that's included, like the ETR or something like that. But this is the reason why you see me using a checklist right now, is because for World Flight, just practicing. I am a captain on World Flight, so you will be getting to see my face in the could take a screenshot. I mean, it's not the whole thing, but there's way. Listen, like I mentioned, just because this checklist isn't up, there's tons of other checklists that you can go and download. It's not very difficult whatsoever. Cool. I think we're good. I don't think we need to call for pushback. I'm not quite sure what they're expecting. I feel like calling for pushback. What does
Good
it
night,
say?
Captain.
Hey.
Is the new schedule based on visitor statistics and some complex mathematical model? Lol, just kidding. It's good to see you
No.
again, Captain.
It really isn't, man. Like I mentioned earlier in the streams, really the only difference is we've kind of done a shift. For the longest time when I started my channel, I actually had more of a viewership in the UK and Europe. That has now, over the past 2 years since I really came up with this schedule, we've been on the schedule for I think over 2 years now. It's kind of done a shift. I actually have a lot more North American viewers and watchers now. So that's why we've kind of done the shift. And that's why I feel like it's, you know, people have been asking me for a while as well. Hey Cap, you know, can you start including like an evening stream, like more After Dark stuff? So I figured if we just made it a full schedule, it's a little bit more of like a, make sure I have a commitment as well to it. You know, the After Darks, I don't mind After Darks, but if it's labeled an After Dark, sometimes I feel I can get a little bit lazy with it. So if I actually make this a proper schedule stream where the lights are on and the green screen and I'm here on camera with you guys, I feel like I'm a little bit more inclined to not be lazy about it and actually, you know, add an extra day or something like that. So yeah. Hey Cap Hurricane, Dally hit hard, so we had a couple days of high school. Glad for the schedule change. Now I can tune in more. There you go, Aviator. Good to see you, man. Zach, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Pickle Morty, what's up, man? Good to see you. Okay, cool. I think we're ready to go. We're just waiting for the last passenger to board up, but we should be good. Boarding has been completed. Never mind. We're good to go. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Let me come down here because for some reason it's not closing my doors anymore, so I'm going to close door. Good, and we're just going to make sure that all the other doors are closed, which they are. Beautiful. Let's go ahead upstairs. We're going to go ahead and spool up the APU. Wonderful. We can jump outside and listen to that actually spooling up. It's going to be a very nice sound. More accountable, sure. Yeah, absolutely. As a UK viewer, I get you in the evenings and when I'm falling asleep. See, there you go, started. Awesome, man. Hey Cap, first Thursday after dark for me. What time is it now for you? Not an after dark. This is part of the new schedule. It is 10 to 8 p.m. So 7:50 in the evening. 7:50. By the way, about earlier you asked about flying KLM to JFK. I'm doing the real world KLM 692 flight return to EHAM. Got you, man. Diego, thank you very much for that $3 donation. Really do appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties too, dude. Thank you. It's 1:50 a.m. Oof, jeez. Trooper. Cool, let's go and get our APU gens online. Good, APU bleed comes on. Perfect. As they're going up, we're going to flip this to APU gen. Good, let's come down here. We're going to go to our ground services, FS actions, ground services. We're going to release the ground power. We're going to remove the wheel chocks. Good. Turn you up. I'm going to bring these guys down. Lane 2 tail east is what we want. Yes. Okay. Let me just make sure that this is on. Good. And nobody's pushed that way. Nobody's that way. Good. We're going to release our park brake. Can you explain what World Flight is? Put exclamation point WF in chat and watch the Nightbot. Nightbot's going to put a command in chat for you. Super easy, man. Just click on the link and it's going to give you all the information you could possibly want. Cool. Upstairs, looking good. EPU bleeds are on. Everything looks good up there. Wonderful. We'll start our pushback checklist. Doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Transponders on. Transponding things. Cool. Before pushback checklist complete. Engine number 2 over to ground, please. What was an After Dark screen and the different from this stream, and what is the new schedule? New schedule is Thursday evenings. All we've done is we've added Thursday evenings onto the schedule, and an After Dark is usually a game that is not Flight Simulator. So a racing sim, a truck sim, anything like that. That's usually what an After Dark entails. It's usually something completely different than Flight Sim. Introduce fuel number 2. Yo, Cap, my scenery makes me lag. Do you have any settings that I should get to a certain level will help me with my scenery performance? Depends what kind of PC you have, man. You know, the specs are a huge reason as to why the PC might be doing some weird things. 1 flight or 2 flights on these second streams? 2 flights. It's going to be just like a regular stream. Just like a regular stream, man. So there's going to be 2 flights. Captain Lee, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Hope all's well. Shaq, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Cap, did you get your clearance? I kept getting stepped on. Yeah, he sent me a PDC. I got a PDC a while ago. Thankfully. 12165 for ground. How's the rudder working on the Boeing aircraft? Still wobbling? No. We didn't have any wobbles, did we? Engine number 2. To ground. Start valve open. N2 percentage rising. What happened with GSX voice? I can't hear it. It's there. Just I have the sounds turned up for the aircraft, and you hear ATC.
I say taxi through to 5900.
On the ground.
2500. Sorry, 2500. 25%. Oof! Look at the flare.
American 111. If you can hear this, you're very, very hot on your mic right now. Toronto ground, good evening, American 111. Information X-ray.
Alright, did I forget anything? Because I know that this checklist, sometimes I've been forgetting things with the checklist because it's more of like SOP checklist. That needs to come on. 35,000 is in. That's all set. Trim air is good. Probes off. Yaw damper off. Okay. Everything's kind of good. We're okay. Picked up the Fila 747-200. Best plane I've ever flown. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it, man.
I feel like I should have said this. Can we get the full length from Quebec? We're quite heavy.
Canada 692, Roger, you can expect that.
Roger 692.
Front ground, United 18, IFR down to JFK.
Is this airline a recent new airline? They are. Yeah. Decently new.
Toronto ground Air Canada 1960 on Juliet.
Alright, after start checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat.
Welcome to Toronto.
On.
By Juliet.
Anti-ice as required. Air conditioning panel is set. Recall.
Juliet cross 15 right, short.
Check, because that needs to come on. Good. Recall, check. Auto brake to RTO. Good. Initial climb 5,000. V speeds 41, 43, 52. Bug those up. 152.
Short of 2 free Air Canada 1960.
Flight director, left, right. Good. The engine startup on the subwoofer is amazing. It is beautiful. Yeah. Soon to be Canada's only low-cost airline. Yeah. Well, swoop's done. Who else do we got?
Bridge 1307, monitor tower, 118.7, good day.
Monitor tower, do you think we see turn number?
We still got Lynx, yeah. Lynx, there's the other one too.
320, information X-ray, request fluent down to JFK.
Back number 3, sir, roger, standby. All aircraft, if I can have a hold on clearance for 5 minutes, I'm going to issue PDC clearances to those of you who do not have clearance.
Canada Jet Lines, that's it, thank you.
I just need a second to sort out some of these taxiing aircraft and then I'll be back with you. Much appreciated, thank you.
Just downloaded the PMG 737-800 for Xbox, and damn, those sounds, they are beautiful. Yeah. Do you think Flight Tampa Toronto needs an update? Mid-performance update would be nice. A little bit of a performance sweep or something, but yeah. Hecap, aren't you tired of flying the 737s and A320s all the time? Why don't you stream a little bit of X-Plane? Just not interested, man. Sorry, dude. Yeah, X-Plane just doesn't do it for me anymore, man. It just really doesn't. Feels like a chore.
United 3322 request.
And that's just my opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you enjoy X-Plane, I'm happy for you. But for me, I mean, yeah, I'm perfectly fine, man. Perfectly fine flying my 737s and A320s. Thank you for asking, though. Didn't WestJet buy out Sunwing or Swoop? Well, they were a subsidiary of WestJet already.
Delta Alpha Hotel, and we have 301.
Captain, answer your question about computer specs. What you see is a 3070 AMD Ryzen 9. Anything you recommend upgrading? Those are pretty good specs. You should be fine.
On ground version at 57 Tango, holding Hotel 2, looking for the gate.
Alright, we're going to do our taxi checklist now, just so it's out of the way, chat. So flaps 5 degrees.
Taxi via.
5-5 green for flaps, good. Takeoff speeds 141, 143, 152. Set and checked thrust is going to be 99 on both, good. Stab trim, we're looking for a stab trim 573. 573 should be good right about there. And flight controls, flight control check, and free and clear. Perfect. Good. Alright, where the hell are we? We are Alpha Tango. Grab good evening, Flair 1614 with X-ray, Alpha Tango, ready to taxi 23.
Flair 1614, thank you for information X-ray. Runway 23, altitude 3013, taxi via Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Hotel, runway 23, and we've got X-ray. Thanks so much, Flair 1614. Alright, cool.
Canada 8554, monitor tower.
Let's do it.
Over the tower.
Alright,
thank you.
let's get the hell out of here. Tower 187, we'll bug that up for our next frequency. The computer says otherwise it lags as hell. So, like, what do you have your settings to? Are you running maximum settings or something like that? Just ordered the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing Edition yoke and throttles. Very exciting. Nice. Enjoy. Very good. Gary, what's up, man? Yeah, getting ready for World Flight, Gary. Getting ready for World Flight. So Alpha's going to be our first right, and then Hotel all the way down at the end is what we're looking for. Taxi light can come on. We'll get the runway turn-offs on as well.
Roger, standby 1. Air Canada 1960, continue taxi via 15 left, Foxtrot Tango, hold short, 33 right.
Where do you find the stab trim numbers? In your FMC and your takeoff reference page, right here. Trim. 573. Trim.
Tango, Air Canada 1960.
How much were the T3A Quadrant Boeing Edition? For the yoke or just the Quadrant? I think it's $99, $89, something like that. Holy frames, Batman. Uh-oh. Am I waiting for him, or is...
Which call sign was asking for taxi there, sorry?
Pretty sure he's waiting for us.
American 828, roger, thank you. Runway 23, information X-ray.
You can check the link in the description down below. 188 down the street, there's
from Alpha Hotel to
a link down below you can click. I have a question. When I put the trim on the 737-800, it doesn't like move. Ever since I've seen the numbers, it just keeps moving, but nothing happens. Weird. Controller seems a little bit stressed. It's busy right now, man. It's busy, dude. It's early morning or sunset. This is real time. Real time. This is exactly what it looks like outside right now.
Roger, push start your discretion advised race taxi.
We'll call Orphan.
Just a full 1 with
I think that's a Virgin Atlantic 350. It is. Virgin Atlantic 350, and it looks like he's coming right towards me. Just stay there, mister.
Gain ground, Gauntlet 640, I just want to make sure we're in the queue also.
So for asking, but I don't seem to understand how track eye work. Let's see you tilt your head left or right. Isn't it pointless if you only have one monitor since you can't see what's happening? Well, you look at the middle of the screen, right, Abdullah? Like, you look at the screen. You're not, you know, when you're looking, like, I'm still looking at the middle of the screen, but my eyes are just, right, you still have your peripheral vision. Your eyes can see, you know, what is it? How you know, 180 degrees you can see, maybe not 160, 170 degrees. So all you're doing is you're still looking in the screen, but you're just turning your head. That's it, man. It's very, very, like, intuitive. Controllers stressed when busy. Nonsense. Might know a thing or two about that, eh, Skyworker? Maybe. The head movements are minimal? Well, yeah, I mean, you're moving your head maybe, what, 20 degrees? 10, 20 degrees? And you're getting like a 45 to a 80, you know, 60, 70 degree turn. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that, Diego. Looks like I'll have to catch up. Won't get PDC for another 5-10 minutes probably. Oof. Okay, though. What 737 do you prefer out of all of them? What do you mean, like, out of all of them? Out of all of them that are on the marketplace? We don't really have that many. How many do we have? What would be my options? Oof, we got Air Canada E220. Nice. Your settings are high at medium, train LOD 100, trees low. I have noticed my GPU does go to 100%. Yeah, that's, what resolution are you? Are you running 4K? Are you running 4K resolution or something?
KLM 692, monitor tower 118.7, good day.
Enter service 692.
Flex 1614, monitor tower 118.7, good day.
Give me a sec, guys.
Monitor tower 118.7, good day.
Order tower, thanks for your help.
That's the 417 with X-ray, stand 170, good, thank you, check.
Also down, Canada 320, we are waiting for push from gate 16 with information each way.
Canada 320, push and start, your discretion advised.
Air Canada 8554, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, or Canada 8554.
November 0, Bravo Juliet. I'm going to get 2 more departures out here, and then I'll have you come in for your touch and go.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back. Yes, he did. I think he said monitor. Like this new stream schedule? Sweet. Thanks, man. Yeah, he did say monitor. I didn't respond. We were chatting. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. You should definitely not be getting 100% GPU utilization. Yeah. This 330 is from X-Plane in front. I have no clue. Could be using P3D. Could be doing something. Anything. I have no clue.
Air Canada 8554, once airborne, contact departure 128.8.
Which one is more comfortable to fly on as a passenger, an A220 or a Q400? A220 all day long.
Take off, runway 23, will contact departure when airborne. Air Canada 8554.
Air Canada 459 on Delta 4, short of 24 right.
Air Canada 459, apologies for the delay, cross runway 24 right, hold short Charlie, contact ground 121.65.
Alright, cross 24 right on Delta 4, short of Charlie, and over to ground 1216.
Busy out here tonight, chat. Real busy out here.
692 Toronto Tower, line up runway 23.
Line up 23, KLM 692 Heavy.
November 0 Bravo Juliet, rejoin the right base runway 23.
Rejoin right base, November Bravo Juliet.
G-Prez, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Guys taxing with strobes, my disappointment is immeasurable. You might just have it set on auto. Whenever you get close to the runway, they usually start going on. Hey, Gab, when I come home this weekend, I'm going to do Alaska flight from LAX to Portland. Very cool. Enjoy, man. Sounds fun. Oh, summer camp tonight? It's actually not bad. Not bad. We're good. Hanging in there. I think a lot of people are back to school as well this week. So, that helps. Tremendously.
KLM 692, once airborne, contact departure 128.8. The wind's 150 at 7, cleared for takeoff, runway 23.
One airborne, contact departure, clear for takeoff 23.
Do for Boeing or Airbus? I like them both, man. I like them both.
November 0 Bravo Juliet.
Not too picky when it comes to the aircraft that I fly.
Will we continue the approach to base at our discretion, November Bravo Juliet? We copy the wind.
Mike flies south. See, there you go. Valenta says an A330-900 could be FS 2020. See, there you go. Yeah, it could be in the...
1614 Toronto Tower, good evening. Short delay for touch and go traffic, and then we'll get you out of here.
Short delay, no worries. Flair 1614. I think I see the traffic right here doing some pattern work. Although it looks like a bigger airplane, but it's probably the model matching that's weird. It's probably like a GA plane or something. Yeah, you're running at 1080. Yeah, that's weird, man. 100% GPU utilization. Something's not right. I don't know. I would maybe try and reseed the graphics card or something, man. But with a 3070 running at 1080, like, there's no way. Like, I'm streaming, and I have my settings pretty much at all high end, and I'm utilizing 43% of my GPU. So, something's not adding up.
0 Bravo Juliet on the go, straight out departure is approved, not above 1,000.
G-Prez coming in with a $7 donation. Huge enough floaties to you, my man. Thanks so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, dude. That is incredibly kind. Thank you, man. Really do appreciate that. Thanks so much.
We'll go straight out, not higher than 1,500, and we copy the wake.
There's the touch and go
Here's for the
traffic.
nighttime tip jar.
My man, thanks so much, G-Prez. I appreciate you, man. And we got Mr. Mopar Dude coming in with the 5 gifted members. Thank you very much, Mr. Mopar. I appreciate you, man. Huge enough floaties to you, dude. Thank you. Incredibly kind.
14, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, Flair 1614. All right, chat, let's do our before takeoff checklist. Runway position 23 and 23 looks good. We're gonna get all of our lights on. Good. You're on. Good. Fuel pump, sorry, that is not the correct one. Flaps are 5 and green. Navigation briefing is complete. Takeoff warning is checked. Auto throttle is armed. VNAV, LNAV is selected as well. Engine start switches are to continuous. Yes. And transponder is TARA. And flight attendants have been notified. Flight attendants, please be seated for departure. And TARA is already squawking, so we are looking good there, chat. Beautiful. Before takeoff checklist complete. Good. I'm just waiting for our takeoff. APU is still on? Yes. So, weirdly enough, Delta departs their 737s with the APU on. I don't know why. I didn't do this earlier, but I reminded myself to do it this evening. So,
0 Bravo Juliet, proceed on
for whatever reason, the APU is on departure. I don't know, man.
Sorry, 1614. It'll just be about 30 seconds longer to give you some separation from the VFR traffic.
No worries, for 1614. So off of departure, it was 237 and then 245. So 237. Then 245. Probably in some cases, some sort of failure, they won't lose the power to instruments. Not quite sure. Helps with the bleed air if you're in the EPU, bleed and not the engines.
1614, once airborne, contact departure 128.8, the wind 150 cleared for takeoff runway 23.
So we take off runway 23 off departure, off of departure, contact departure on 1288. Thanks for ATC. Flair 1614.
See ya.
Alright. See ya. Let's do it. Sounds are up. Enjoy the departure, guys. 40%. Chrono's coming on. And Toga. Takeoff power set.
Airspeed alive. Knots.
Neutral.
V1 rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Climb power's in, we'll bring those sounds down. Departure, good evening, Flair 1614, 2700. Pops 1.
1614, Sean. Departure, good evening, identified, climb 7000.
Climb 7000, Flair 1614. Alright, 7000 is in. Flaps clean.
Flair 1614, left turn direct saver, climb 1230.
Left turn direct saver, climb 230, Flair 1614. Alright, saver, climbing. Righto, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Maverick, how are you, my man? Good to see you as well. Alrighty, out of the turn, autopilot's going on, bring you guys back up into the flight deck, and we're bugging up flight level 230, which he cleared us up to. 230.
692 heavy, contact Toronto Center, 124.92, have a good night.
124.92, thanks for the service, have a good night, thanks contact.
Bye. Don't talk to me like that.
Alrighty. After takeoff checklist, flaps are up and clean. Landing gear up and off. Auto brake off. Packs are auto. Engine bleeds on. Pressurization panel set and checked, 35,000. Engine start switches continuous as required, and EPU goes off. Beautiful.
Departure,
cool.
Good evening.
After takeoff checklist complete. There we go, chat. Climbing up out of Toronto.
2.3 for 5,000.
Flight 1614, confirmed direct right.
He called you out. What did he say? I think the takeoff and arrival thing up top on the screen. It is. We took off.
213 identified, climb.
We said I know that voice.
7,000 Air Canada 200.
Flight 1614, Toronto.
Sorry, go ahead for 1614.
Flight 1614, direct to Rickham.
Direct to Rickham, thanks. Direct to Rickham, a little bit of a shortcut. Sweet. It's got our retractables off. Runway turnoffs. Taxi light. We'll leave the rest of the lights on till 18,000.
Air Canada 213, left turn direct to Sabre, climb flight level 230.
We get that checklist for the 737. It's part of the world flight that I'm doing in 2 months.
Left turn direct Sabre.
Doing world flight.
Up to 230, Air Canada 213.
What are you supposed to do when ATC says clear direct to blank? Do you just manually program the FMC? Well, they should always give you a waypoint that you have in your flight plan. So most of the time, you're usually not getting a waypoint. That, like, if you were to get a waypoint that, let's say, you didn't have, yeah, you would just hit the, you would just go to the legs page. You would just plug it into the scratch pad. So, like, let's say he wanted to send us direct to, like, the Tom VOR. You would put Tom, and then you would just put that up to where Rycom is, where it's magenta. And then that would send you direct to it. I don't know if there's such thing as a Tom VOR, but hey man, maybe there is now. Let's get a little dome light up in here, chat, so we can see.
Toronto departure.
Should see downtown Toronto, I think. Yeah, there's downtown Toronto. We won't really see much, unfortunately. Hopefully on the return flight, we'll do it during the day, like I said.
3322 Toronto departure. Good evening. You're identified. Climb 7000.
Climb 7000, United 3322.
Zungvi's looking back at the sunset are amazing. Yeah. There you go.
Direct ticket, Air Canada 213.
Kept up to my busy class. You're a sight for sore eyes. Thanks, Sanjay. Appreciate it. It was fun to fly out tonight. Hope you enjoyed the KLM 330 in front of you earlier. It was nice. Have a great flight, man. There's going to be 2 legs this stream? Yes. Down to New York and back. The sunset's fast in Canada. I mean, pretty normal. We are further north. Looking forward to the chaos into JFK.
213, confirm direct ticket.
Direct ticket.
We got ATC.
Good. United 33, 22, left turning 150. 28 passing 1300. United 33, 22, left turn heading 150.
Left turn 150, United 3322.
Let's see X-Plane 12 crit if you like that.
Identified, climb,
sure, it could with the right mods and stuff. Right?
7 American 828.
The moon, yeah, we're getting a crazy moon. It's going to be pretty wild. It's actually called a blue moon this evening, which is pretty crazy. Does any builds JFK have a full modeled interior? It can.
Contact Toronto Center 12577. Have a good night.
12577. Thanks for ATC, man. You have a great night as well. We'll see you.
Okay.
All right, 12577 for us.
Altimeter 3013, descend 11,000.
Is this default Microsoft graphics?
Expect,
yep.
24 left.
All I can hear is clicking. The backup. Trust Center, good evening, Flair 1614 17,000, climbing flight level 230.
Flight 1614, Toronto Center, low climb flight level 350.
We'll climb flight level 350, Flair 1614. Alright, let's do it. 350.
Air Canada's 104, call arrival 328.
Over to arrival on 132.8 for Air Canada 104.
There you go, Tony. Nice. Alright, 18,000 feet. We'll do our climb checklist. Altimeters standard cross-checked. Start switches off. Good. And landing lights can come off as well as our wing lights. Beautiful. There we go, chat. Climbing up, up, and away. See the very faint red beacon light. Why is it a late stream? It's 1:20 a.m. for me. So this is the new schedule, Rex. On Thursdays, we're doing 2 streams. So we've got our regular stream in the afternoon, and then we've got these streams in the evening.
Flair 1614, ground service. Terminate to cleared on route. Good day.
Over you, Calm. Thanks for ATC, man. You have a great night. Flair 1614.
Okay.
All right, there we go, chat. Over to Unicom. Let the party commence, my friends. Oops, didn't mean to turn it down that much. I was kind of watching that beautiful moon rise out there in front of us. It's pretty badass. Looks incredible. I was going to go get some tunes on for us. Let me know if the tunes ever end up being too loud, chat, just because now we've changed all the sounds around. Getting some food currently on the way home from work. Nice. Awesome, dude. Lucky, lucky. Time is it? Yeah, it makes sense, right? 5:30 for you? Just before 5:30? Nice. Primetime Maverick. Moon doesn't look blue. No. Once it gets fully up in the sky, it will be. Right now, it's very, still getting the reflection of the sun. New schedule for the event? Not really, Kyle. I mean, obviously I'm going to, you know, I will be more frequent into Toronto with the events on Thursday, but we're not going to revolve it around it every single week. We're going to fly kind of all over the place, man. This is kind of like, you know, these, obviously in the Europe and UK, and when we're flying in other parts of the world, we'll do that as well, but yeah. Can we fly to the moon? We are. We're going. The blue moon is 2 full moons in the same month, correct? Yeah. Any tips for new VATSIM users? Just be comfortable, man, with the airplane that you're flying. Do routes that you're familiar with. Don't just jump in when, like, there's like a VATSIM event or something, right? Where there's 30 airplanes and it's pretty chaotic, so yeah. Exactly, Kyle. You got it. Yes. Yeah, over the past year, for the past 2 years, 2.5 years, we've had a pretty big swing. I used to be, my main viewership was actually like in the UK. So it's done like kind of like a swing, where now a lot of my main viewership is here in North America, so yeah. It's cool to have 2 streams as well on the same day, right? Gives people a lot more of an opportunity to come in that necessarily can't watch it in the afternoon or stuff like that, so. There's also a supermoon due to the Earth being closer to the moon right now. See, there you go. The moon is rising as it is now. It looks great in VR, but startled me the first time. Yeah, no kidding. Especially with how bright it is, too, right? I mean, look at that. Just incredible. Looks so good. I really make the afternoon streams with the evenings. Time to relax. Happy with the new schedule. Nice. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah. So we're just starting it off. This is the first kind of stream that is happening. We're going to start off Thursdays, and if this is something that I deem as a success and it's, I'm happy with like the numbers that are coming from it, then it's definitely something that we can check doing more than just Thursdays, right? Maybe even on like Saturday evenings or Monday evenings or something, you know? So we'll see. We'll see, man. And we can do some really cool flights, right? Like this allows us to do some pretty cool opportunities and stuff, so. Last Saturday, flying American to Miami to YYZ, my flight got delayed by 8 hours. Oof. That's not good. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. All right. Let's pull up the charts, and we're going to look at the Kingston arrival. Now, there's really no... The only thing we need is Lendy. Lendy 250, 19,000. So we come down here. We've got Lendy, so it actually wants us way lower than that. So we're actually going to fix that. So flight level 190-250 at Lendy. So we're going to plug Lendy in here for 19,000. We're going to go 250 / 19, well, I guess we'll do FL 190. We're going to throw that into Lendy, and we're going to execute that. That's going to change our top of descent and all that. And then you can see that we've got radar vectors. I mean, if we look here, here's the approach. LaGuardia is the last waypoint, LaGuardia VOR, and then expect radar vectors to final approach course after LaGuardia VOR. So, I mean, it's basically exactly what we've got going on. And you can see it's radar vectors to ZTAL. So, super easy. Very nice. Precise, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. So we need a lot of goose and moose in here for potential second evening stream. Canada Gang, rise. Love the new schedule, Cap. Haven't started school, but when I do on Thursday nights when I'm studying, I'd come and chill and probably help me focus because this is a relaxing environment. Sounds good, man. Awesome, dude. Cap doing IAH to Tampa United 738 and back. Very cool. How do you join on veteran ATC on VATSIM, Jack? Put exclamation point VATSIM. VATSIM. And that will provide you with a link. The Sports Zone. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. That's incredibly kind. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate you.
Hey Cap, I just want to say that I am a huge fan of your channel. I have a question for you. Will you ever fly back into Bozeman?
Yes, we'll definitely fly back into Bozeman. Yeah. Thank you for the support, man. Really do appreciate you. Do we have any scenery for Bozeman? We'll have to figure out if we have any scenery. Chart also said to expect Lolly at 20,000. Lolly's not on here, though. Where did it say that? We have, oh, Lolly. Yes, I'm like looking around. I'm like, I don't see Lolly. It's literally right there. Expect 20,000. Yes, so we can go back in here and check. Lolly, it's got us at 27. So you are correct. So we'll actually change that. We'll go 280 at FL200. Thank you for pointing that out, because now there we go. Now we're going to be much more appropriate. That should be good. Thank you. Cool. I guess it wants 279 / FL200 to make it happy. There we go. Now, that's the second time it's done that today. Where I've hit something on my... oh, do you know what I'm doing? I know exactly what I'm doing. My hand is hitting the... my hand is barely touching the trim wheel on the Honeycomb Bravo, and that's making that. It's fallen off. It's exactly what it's doing. I just checked. Can confirm that's what it's doing. I was just wondering, do you have any plans for medium/long hauls with the 7478 or the 330? I do. I don't know when we're going to do them. Maybe next week or the week following week we can look at them, but I do want to do a long haul soon. Yes. It's almost time. We've got World Flight coming up too, right? World Flight at the end of October, so yeah. I do that trim wheel thing by accident all the time. Yeah, especially because I have my FMC right here now with it too, right? Holy, Rice Patty coming in with the 50-pound donation. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Not even a message attached to that. Huge no floaties, man. Thanks so much for your support, dude. Truly do appreciate you, man. Thank you. Cap, I dare you to take off your sunglasses. No. No, man. Nope, Jack. Exclamation point VATSIM. VAT for VAT, and then SIM, SIM. Exclamation point VATSIM is the network that we're using with the ATC. I'll do it for you, then watch the Nightbot command should pop it up. When I fly the 737 and arm the speed brakes, they extend out and they kind of are glitched. Weird. Music was a little bit loud. Cap can't see without his sunglasses. Correct. Hey Cap, it's been a while. Glad I was able to make a stream. I've been flying a lot lately. Sweet Canadian, good to see you, man. Is this the new regular time? It is, Lassie. Yes, so we're keeping the same schedule on Thursdays. So we're still going to be live Thursday afternoon, like we always have been. And then this is the new evening. We're also streaming on Thursday evenings. I look at the moon out there. It's just beautiful, man. It's incredible. Any plans for Labor Day? That's Monday, right? Not quite sure. I may check out the new Pain scenery. I may do some Alaska ops out of the new Pain scenery, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Night flying is so much better in the recent updates. It is beautiful, for sure. Hello, Daisy. Thank you, Truck. Appreciate you, man. Recently upgraded the STI for an Audi S7 just before winter. Looking forward to it. Sweet. Very cool, man. 43 knot tailwind right now, chat. Beautiful. We like tailwinds. Anybody know where the brightness is for this one? Is it this one? That's the lower DU. Is it on his side? No. I thought there was like a dim for this one too. Am I going crazy? Is it down here? No. Captain Sparta YYZ in the Rouge colors heading down south to Tampa. Should be a fun one. Nice, cool. Maybe behind the oak. No, I looked down there. I didn't see anything for it. It's the lower DU. Should be upper DU. Oh, it's right there. Upper DU. Yes, thank you. Found it. Max coming in with a €5 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you as well. Man, you guys are crazy tonight, dude. Thank you, guys. Seriously. Appreciate all the support, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glass City guy, what's up, man? Welcome back. Another face I haven't seen in a while. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you.
LOCPT, long time no see, love a night flight stream. Been really busy with university and traveling. Hope to be in more of the lives. No floaties X.
Thanks, man. Huge no floaties to you, Max. Thanks for support, dude. Appreciate you as always, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there we go, chat. Top of climb. Looking good. Now, should we go to, how long we got cruise for? Cruising for 100 miles. Let's go to like 80 on the Mach. We'll try and make up some time because we're going to have that nasty headwind on the return flight, about 50 knots. So we'll bump it up to Mach 0.80. See how good we can do. Gonna be cool to have a night arrival into JFK. Should be fun, yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty sure we've got Mr. Citation Max on ATC as well for us. So that'll be awesome. We've got New York Approach online. Yep. New York Approach. No New York Center, but we've got New York Approach. 128125. Mr. Citation Max. Dig the music. Thanks, Jared. Night flight, yes. As voted by chat. Next one on the return leg we're going to do during the day. But, yeah. A night flight for the first leg. What plane do you miss the most from X-Plane? Q400. It's really the only plane I miss. The Q400, man. I don't really miss any of the other ones. The fly-by-wire and the Phoenix give me enough out of my Airbus airplanes when I'm, you know, when I want to fly Airbus, and the PMDG does a great job when I want to fly the 737, you know. But I don't have a Q400. That's it. Yeah, 757's fun. I miss the A300 and the 757 as well, just for doing some cargo ops. I love doing like FedEx and UPS ops in the 75 and the A300. So hopefully, you know, any builds said that we're getting the A300 before the end of the year as well. So I think we're going to have, I think within the next like 6 months, we're going to have a crazy influx of aircraft to fly for Microsoft. I think it's going to be really exciting. I think a lot of us, our patience is about to pay off. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. And then, you know, obviously before the end of the year, we have the Phoenix A319, the A321 coming. We've got any builds with their A300. So that's 3 different airplanes that gives us right there. Yes, of course, the A319 and the 321 are still part of the 320 series, but completely different, right? Having an A321 opens up whole new route opportunities for us. So, you know, 5-6 hour long haul flights, totally doable in a 321. So there's some cool stuff going on. I think the next couple months are going to be super, super interesting, man. Safa Jake, thanks so much for support, Safa. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge love floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate it, man. Looking forward to the 319, some Rouge legs. Yeah, and the 319, the 321. Rouge operates 321 as well. It's a lot of cool possibilities, man. A lot of cool possibilities. First time catching this live in my time zone. Good day, Cap. Good to see you, Safa. Thanks for coming out. That's exactly why I'm streaming, man. Just to open up the opportunity for you know, a lot of viewers that usually can't join on my usual schedule. So, yeah. Thanks for becoming a member, man. Welcome to business class, dude. Thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoy your time here. Cap, which aircraft do you like, Airbus or Boeing? I prefer Boeing because their GPWS is better than Airbus's GPWS. Wow. I think that comes down to a personal preference, and I think they both do their jobs perfectly well. I don't have really a favorite, to be honest with you, man. I'm an av geek. I kind of like everything. I think everything's kind of cool. Except Embraer. Embraer is just weird. I feel like everything on Embraer is done backwards, but... What do I do with the vector leg on my legs page for 737-800? Usually you would leave it because ATC would either vector you or you would vector yourself. It basically means that it's not like a, you know, it's not a good intercept, right? Like our vector, like if you look at our flight plan, right? Like our vector takes us out this way, but we need to be going this way for the approach. Like we're going to have to fly, we're going to do like a big loop around with radar vectors, so. Yeah. You're one of the rare ones who loves the CRJ. I don't mind the RJ. I'm actually flying on an RJ soon. I was supposed to be on an Embraer 175, which I think I would have preferred. I think Embraers are bigger than RJs, I think, but I'm not quite sure. They got swapped out, so I was supposed to be on an Embraer 175 and it got swapped out for a CRJ 700. So. Who do we got? Boston Center on 1347. I wasn't expecting Boston Center, but we'll tune to them. 1347.
Yes, sir. We are 310, United 352.
Roger.
Boston Center, King Air 349 on Mike.
Cap, when are we going to do CRJ ETR ops again? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
Let's call it 50 miles.
I don't know when we're going to do the RJ. We'll probably get the ETR before we get the RJ. Just being honest with you. The 175 is a bit bigger, but I'm pretty sure the overall cabin size, but I think they have the same PAX capacity. Okay.
New York is offline. No further ATC services available. Free exchange approved. Good day.
Might be getting the entire Airbus planes with 2024 release. There you go. Delta County, good to see you, my friend. Welcome.
Kingston, India Golf
Hope all is well.
Direct Kingston, India Golf November, Air Canada 8554.
Boston Center, good evening. Flair 1614, flight level 350.
Flair 1614, Boston Center, roger. Boston Center, good evening.
All right.
213, flight level 350.
Like the way the Embraer autopilot allows you to put the yoke input without autopilot shutting off. I don't know if this is just a sim version or a thing. I'm not sure, Jared. It's a good question. I don't know a lot about the Embraer series, to be honest with you, man. I don't know enough about it. Wonder what's brewing at PMDG. They are very quiet. Hopefully an EFB. Hopefully an EFB and a 777. Hopefully both of those are coming soon. Love the ATR flew at IRL Dublin a few weeks back from Bristol. Very cool.
King Air 3499 Mike.
Be nice to get a good 7.6. Yes. So the same guys. Forget the name of the development group, but they're doing a 7.5 and then a 7.6 afterwards. And it does look extremely promising. It looks really good.
And Boston Center, Delta 977 Romeo, request taxi.
We're going to forecast our descent winds. We're going to check the weather into Bluebird. Thank you. Yes. Winds are 360 at 10 now. Okay. Still, I think 04 is probably the best option. 10 mile visibility, 3003.
Maintaining 300 knots, Air Canada 8554.
Execute, load. Execute, good, cool.
339 Boston Center.
Got our descent winds, got our altimeter, everything's looking good in there. Tweet. That is a big full moon.
25, 1000 for 14,000.
That is a big full moon, chat.
340,
Anybody playing Starfield?
No, 352 Boston approach 133.0, good night.
All right, Captain, nice to hop in alive again. I got to head off. Have a good one for landing at JFK. Take care, Kraken. Thanks for being here, man. Horizon Simulations is dropping a 787 too. Is it a freeware or payware one? Was just thinking about it. Moose, one guy was a legend. That was a hilarious one, dude.
1928 Boston Center, radar contact.
That was a good time.
Miles south of
Just to explain, lights at the airport were literally rich yellow circles like popcorn.
About that,
Yeah.
1928, we're having a couple
Explain is
calls.
just explain's not about the visuals, man.
Level
It's not about the visuals
would it be okay if we
at all.
maintain flight level 329?
Your biggest fan is on New York Approach this evening. I know. I'm excited. But to be fair, I'm his biggest fan. So I don't know how he could be my biggest fan. I'm his biggest fan.
Air Canada 8554 cross Wally out of maintain
Mr.
level
Citation
200.
Max. I was watching his video flying into LAX while I was having dinner tonight.
Flight level 200,
It was nice.
Canada 8554.
Air Canada 339 Boston Center. Denver 4590 connect Boston approach 133.0, good night. 33 nothing Denver 4590. See you.
Pretty sure it can work
Boston,
both
United
ways.
States,
See? There you
322
go.
with you 370.
Yeah, 3322 Boston Center, radar contact 20 miles south of Syracuse, maintain flight level 370.
Maintain 370, 3326.
Oof. Can you imagine Canadian? Maybe one day, dude. Maybe one day, man.
Flair 1614 cross Lolly out of maintain flight level 200.
Lolly for 200, Flair 1614. All right, that's what we needed, chat. So Lolly at 20,000. We're going to bug up 20,000 here. We are approximately 22 miles. Oops, sorry. 22 miles, 21 miles now from top of the set. So we're looking good.
29 clear for takeoff, that's a 977 Romeo.
Cool. Should be a pretty sweet arrival into JFK this evening, guys. Looking forward to it. .524 knots across the ground. I'm actually going to bring our target speed back here a little bit.
339 Boston Center.
78. Scoot. Is there an option to turn cabin lights off? I can never find it. For the cabin lights, I don't think so, Jamie. It's probably going to be something when they incorporate the EFB. Probably be something to do with the EFB. I would think. It's probably what they're going to do. How to ensure you cross at a certain waypoint at a desired altitude. Cameron, in the FMC, you can go to your legs page and you can manually set it. So we've already done this. We looked at the charts already, and we saw that we were going to expect 20,000 and 19,000 at Lolly and Lendy. So we had those programmed in. So super simple. Like at Lolly, you would put your speed and then your flight level at which you want to reach it to. Mr. Daniel Barry, good to see you, dude. Hope all is well.
Maintain flight level 340.
Jet 92, we're going to cross type 18,000.
Delta 1513 Boston Center, climb, maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain level 340, Delta 1513.
Question for Boston Center.
What?
For Jet 92, you said cross type for flight level 180, right?
That's correct.
This controller doesn't, he's running the late night. I got a question for Boston Center. What? How nice of you. We are starting our descent, chat. Ding the cabin.
Cruise 1307, connect Boston, correction, connect New York approach 128.12.
Roger, New York approach, yeah.
Jeff, how are you, man? Yikes, so welcoming. Oh man, good to see you, Jeff. Hope you're doing well, man. I already broke to stream today, Jeff, that we're doing our shared cockpit on Sunday.
Boston Center, Delta 977 Romeo, 11 off.
So that's going to be fun, man. Super excited for that one. I got my
Delta
checklist.
977 Romeo, your radar contact. Climb,
Doing some editing, nice.
Delta 977 Romeo,
Nice,
Squawk
nice,
3452.
All right, there we go, chat. Starting our descent down into JFK. Not a long flight, 34 minutes, and we're already descending. I would obviously tack maybe an extra 10, 15 minutes onto that for the return flight, but it's a pretty short hop from Toronto down to
Delta 1, New York Center's offline. No further ATC service available.
JFK.
Rare service terminated. Free exchange approved.
Good times. Plan to have my St. Louis open all weekend for ATC. Sweet, man. We have to fly in, man. We just did St. Louis too. It sucks. I didn't even think to ask. No, wait. I think you were away. I think we deemed that you were away when I was flying in, but yeah. As a Bostonian, I confirm a what is pretty typical response for the area. Nice. What? What? Yeah, you're in Canada. And you thoroughly enjoyed your trip. I watched your
44 connect Boston approach 133.0.
I watched your video, your ATS video where you were explaining no, explain well, I guess you were going over your trip and how much you enjoyed it. Good news, man. Glad you enjoyed the Canadian hospitality. It's like little America up here, isn't it? It literally is.
Flair 1614, do not maintain 300 knots in the transition.
Maintain 300 knots in the transition, Flair 1614. Alright, so that's pretty simple. We'll slash and 300 that. Execute that. Good. They want us 300.
Crosswell at 200, Air Canada 213.
Pretty much the same place, yeah. Flight Some Life, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. 31 months. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you for your support. Truly do appreciate that. Thanks so much, man. All right, and here comes the transition. He got that to us just in time. Here comes the transition of 300 and Mach 78.
128.12 for your approach. Thank you. Have a good night.
Canada 8554, connect New York approach 128.12.
I like to think of it as a very nice neighbors to the north. Exactly.
Canada 8554.
Exactly. Especially out there on the west coast. The traffic home sucks, man.
40 miles south of Syracuse, maintain level 350.
Is the weather nice today, though, Maverick, finally?
American 828, Boston Center.
I think people aren't listening, that's why he's getting upset.
Contact, maintain level 390.
Maintain 390, American 828.
All right, chat, let's go over some numbers, shall we? I believe we're going to be expecting runway 4. There's nothing that believes that we're not going to get runway 4 right for arrival. We can plug in some numbers. We can start working from there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we have the ATIS. Can we check the ATIS? JFK ATIS. Approach and use is ILS runway 4 right, departing 4 left. Perfect. So we are going to expect ILS runway 4 right. 1095 and 044. 1095.
Do not exceed 300 knots in the transition.
1095.
Not over 300 knots.
044 on the course heading. Good.
8554, connect New York approach
044, it's not traffic over there. Okay, that's good. We need our minimums today. 212. 212 minimums are in. And I guess we're going to go with auto brake 3 today. And then altimeter was 3003 coming in.
United 3322, descend pass discretion, maintain level
3003, we'll get that set up on our left side. That's set up on the right side.
Delta 977 Romeo 3452.
3003. Good.
3442
cool.
for Delta 977 Romeo.
34.
Banging on the floor yelling, quiet down, please.
3452.
15-minute drive takes 45 minutes. That is that LA traffic, isn't it? Welcome to Los Angeles. Don't forget to turn your flaps on. Yes, flaps will be on. Big time on.
Boston Center, Walker 1701, flight level 320, approximately 40 miles east of Alex.
Walker 1701, Boston Center, please file flight plan.
I will get that in, apologies.
Brady, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Hope all's well.
Boston Center, American 111.
Good to see you.
With you, flight level 350.
Flair 1614, connect New York approach 128.12, good night.
12812, thanks for ATC, man. Great job. We'll see you soon. Flair 1614.
Who is calling?
All right, over to approach. What do we have? We've got ATIS information, Mike. New York approach, good evening. Flair 1614, ATIS Mike, flight level 220, descending for flight level 200.
Flair 1614, New York approach, good evening. Plan ILS 4 right, the Kennedy altimeter 3003.
Plan ILS 4 right, 3003, thanks. Flair 1614. Best day ever, 2 streams. Hey man, get
Walker
used to it.
774,
Every
your 5.5
Thursday.
detail, turn righting 010.
Every Thursday we're going to be live. Afternoon and evening.
Turning right 050 and...
Shot 10 over today on 18. Not bad. So what, an 82?
010, please. 010 on the heading, cleared ILS 4 right.
010 on the heading and clear ILS 04 right, Walker 774.
Departure November 654 to Victor, Windy 2000.
Oh, Mr. Will, how are you? I was waiting for you to say come and say hello today. We get evening Will now, right? This is what we strived for. We get evening Will. We get some JFK arrivals.
Absolutely. 654
Good to see you, man.
Victor, flighting 06, when able, direct Bridgeport.
Got a funny story. I was controlling XP-72 into San Diego and a Cessna spawned on the runway, and he was on short final and had to send him around mayhem. Uh-oh.
117 Bravo Foxtrot.
I would have just
to enter a 2-mile right.
I would have just got him to land, to be honest with you, Brady. That's my opinion. I would have just got him to land because in that essence, you're basically letting the troll win. Like, just ignore him, right? Like, just slash hide or whatever the hell. Dot wallop him, get him the hell out of there. Like, that's done on purpose, right? Especially when you have a streamer coming in for an arrival. I'm not going to believe that that wasn't done on purpose, right? I would have just said ignore him and continue. Children. We're basically leveling sea level, so we don't need to do anything there. We are landing? We are, yeah. New York is off in the distance. You can see all the beautiful lights over here. You can literally see Manhattan.
Walker 774,
yeah.
Contact Kennedy Tower.
We should get some pretty cool vectors here soon.
Tower on 119.1. Thanks for the services. Amazing job.
Thank you. Good night. Rouge 1307, descend and maintain 16,000. Kennedy altimeter 3003.
16,000 cross altimeter Rouge 1307.
He'll probably give us a little bit lower here soon as well. Again, we only have to be at 19,000 in 20 miles.
1614 cross the Lendy intersection at and maintain level 190-250 knots.
Lendy flight level 190-250 knots. Flair 1614. All right, so there we go. Lendy at 19,000, and he wants us at 250 knots. So we'll go ahead and go altitude intervene. Kind of wants us to descend a little bit now. Are you flying back to Toronto after? We are. Yeah.
Newark wind,
I agree. My first controller told me to send him around. The Cessna was banned shortly thereafter. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'd honestly just feel bad for XP-72 at that point. You know what I mean? That sucks. I know what you're saying. Like, you're trying to do the right thing, but yeah. That's kind of the dilemma that I'm at, man. Honestly, about like, I eventually want to be a controller on VATSIM, but I'm just so scared that like the trolls are just going to make it. Not even scared. I don't want to put other pilots through it. You know what I mean? I don't want to make other people have to deal with the stupidity that follows me around. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And that's kind of why I haven't really gone after being a controller quite yet, is just because I feel like it's just going to be one of those things where like as soon as I like start to like stream it or like anything, it's just going to be a shit show. Do you know what I mean? And as a controller, you don't, you know, it's, you can't ban people right away. You can't remove people. There's a whole process that you have to go through. You have to like call a supervisor, and by the time a supervisor responds and shows up and you explain what's going on, it's already been 5-10 minutes. The troll's done everything that he wants to do and everything that he's done to do.
16,000 altimeter.
I can tell you, so for real, it's been good on my end. Okay, there you go. Well, that's good. It's good news. She'd pulled it off, no problem. I think Sheed was a supervisor as well, though, Will. I'm pretty sure Sheed was a supervisor, and he could also, like, he's on, like, the whole world, not world flight. He's on the whole, like, team. I'm pretty sure he's somebody who could deal with it. You know what I mean? That's where my concern comes in, you know. Trolls, in my experience,
Air
only
Canada
come on
85,
when
54,
large streamers are on.
maintain 13,
I mean, you just went
13,000.
over saying how XP72 had a troll the other day, right? So
13,000, Air Canada 8550.
contradicting what you're saying maybe a little bit there. The trolls are out. Listen, dude, all you have to do is watch my content for the last year or two. You'll know how many trolls we deal with. It's a continuous battle. A continuous battle. The trolls are always out. It's a very small group of people. It's the same people doing the same things, right? Making new accounts and doing whatever, but yeah, the trolls, I don't think the trolls really matter. There's people that troll people with 15, 20 viewers. I don't think the trolls care about the viewers. It's
Big approach,
yeah.
Delta 66 is a 9 to past 16,000.
Alright, sir, 614 for traffic, turn left heading 330.
Left 330, ICS 614.
6542 Victor, flighting 090.
090, 14.
if a streamer's flying, maybe. I feel like you can do just as much damage if the
American
you know
788 near approach.
if the
Hello,
streamer's
Island
controlling
4.
as well, right? You can just be an absolute dickhead on the frequency. So I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll see if we can eventually get it at some point. But
Bruce 13,
is there a heading here?
Descend and maintain 3,000. Good rate all the way down.
3,000, 3,007.
Just says expect vectors.
6542, you picking up Bridgeport yet?
Affirmative.
Lug up 135 just to keep everything nice and ready to go for when we get the vectors. Good.
117 Bravo
Cool.
Foxtrot, cleared
Look at
into your
that
class
sun.
over airspace at 3,000.
The sun. Look at the moon. Jesus.
Direct,
I was about to say it looks so bright it could be the sun, and I just said, look at the sun.
Cleared into
Oh,
your
dude,
airspace
those
and,
evening streams hit
taken
different,
on
chat.
altitude.
Okay, those evening streams hit
3,500,
different.
please.
There's LaGuardia down there.
Or 117 Bravo Foxtrot.
You have Upper Manhattan over here. At some point, you'll see that.
Roger, Victor Merit, ICS 614.
Bruce
How's the flight been? Good.
1307, Flighting 210.
Good.
210.
Air Canada 8554, flighting 180, descend and maintain 3,000.
That is a
Good rate
crazy
all the
bright
way
moon,
down.
though. I mean, look at that.
Heading
wild.
180, descend 3,000, good rate.
The
Air Canada
sun is
8550.
shining brightly.
Flair 1614, descend and maintain 16,000, Kennedy altimeter 3003.
16,000, 3003, Flair 1614. All right.
Delta 66
Level
is
change,
11,000.
250.
Delta 66, near approach. Good evening. Radar contact 13,000.
And we'll level change. There's JFK loading in as well. Are you flying back to Toronto? We are.
Four
Yes.
right. The Kennedy altimeter 3003.
There's a blue moon last night and tonight. Back to back.
Right for Delta 66, thank you.
New sub here. I'm just learning to play this on
78, I
Xbox.
got
Oh my
you.
god, I
Pilot
crash a
four
lot.
right.
That's pretty common. Pretty common.
That's 4 right, Alpha 788.
American 788, maintain 7,000.
All right, we're coming up to. I'm going to pause the music here, chat, because I think things are about to get a little bit spicy.
66, deport Cameron heading 040.
We're also going to do our approach, our descent checklist. So altimeters coming up now on 3003, 3003 cross check. Good. Minimums are set 212, 212. Good. Set landing data. We're going with flaps 30, 155 on the approach speed. Approach briefing has been complete. We know what to expect. We're expecting the ILS runway 04 right from ZTAL. It's going to be radar vectors in, so that's all good. Auto brakes, we're going to go with position number 3, which we have set as well. Seatbelt signs are already on. Pressurization panel is set and checked. And we'll do a recall.
Good. 13,000.
13,000, 13 for a Flair 1614. All right, 13,000 is in.
Bruce 13,
Continuing the descent.
280.
Descent checklist is complete. Next, we'll do our approach checklist. And that is it. We're good to go.
614
What's the new schedule? Well, this is the new schedule. Evening streams.
1614.
Nice.
6542 Victor
There's some good ones.
Center 34-7. Great night.
Man, look at how bright it is out here. And the atmospheric, the way it's just looking, it's beautiful. I hope this is coming across on YouTube, but probably not.
American
I need to update that, Dan, for Thursdays.
Good afternoon, New York approach.
Batsum at night is more fun too. Oh, definitely, especially like East Coast and East Coast, West Coast. It's lit up usually. Right? Watching from the UK, it's currently 2 in the morning. Oof. Well, thanks for coming and hang out, Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Bruce
All right.
1307, sliding
13,000's in. I need my landing lights.
Air Canada
And wing lights.
8554, sliding 220.
18,000. We're just repping
220, Canada 8554.
Manhattan down there. Should get a beautiful. Again, we're going to do the next flight
American
daytime chat so we can see a little bit better. But
210, then descend and maintain 5,000.
did you see Sunwing Max 8 who got stuck on the runway in Hogan? The main right went through the runway.
1614, sliding 160, descend and maintain 8,000.
Heading 160, we'll descend and maintain 8,000, Flair 1614. All right, down to 8,000, heading 160. Good. I think he's sending us right over top of
Good evening, Air approach Martin 828.
JFK. Pretty cool.
Slowly, but we started
where are we
Bruce
parking, chat?
1307, descend and maintain 2,000. When you get to 2,000, speed 180.
Down 2,000, that's 2,180, Terminal 7.
Air Canada 8554, when you get to 3,000, speed 180.
180 at 3,000, Air Canada 8554.
Bruce 1307, sliding 010, join the
Parking
localizer
all the
4 right.
way up
010,
here.
join the localizer 4 right, Terminal 7.
Terminal 1.
66, descend and maintain 7,000.
Terminal 1, Gate 6 is where this
66,
aircraft went
turn
to.
left heading 010.
Terminal 1, Gate 6.
010, double 66.
Air Canada 8554, turn right heading 320.
Right turn 320, Air Canada 8554.
Bruce 1307, you're 3 from ZTAL. ZTAL at 2,000, cleared ILS 4 right, speed 180 to Levy.
Your night looks darker than mine. I can almost see the green grass. It's so light out from the moon. Damn. Well, that's just YouTube compression. It is very bright right now as well for me.
788, turn right heading 280.
What runway? We're expecting 4 right.
Right heading 280 Alpha
4 right. 8,400 feet, lots of room.
66 heavy, turn left
Hopefully
direct
vacate
detail,
Foxtrot, and then we're going to go back all the way this way
250 till advised.
down to Terminal 1.
Sorry, is that for Delta 66?
Affirmative, Delta 66, turn left direct ZTAL, descend and maintain 3,000.
Left direct ZTAL on 3,000.
And then obviously
250 till advised.
it'll be runway 4 left for departure as well.
1307, Kennedy Tower,
Should be good.
119.1. Good night.
I'll be joining the way back with Delta. Sounds good.
Air Canada 8554, descend and maintain 2,000.
Got it, class cap. Good to talk to you for a bit. You fly to San Diego or LA, you might hear my voice. Sounds good, man. Take care, Brady.
14, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Flair 1614. Okay, 4,000.
Air Canada 213, descend and maintain 4,000.
I think he wants a little bit of a better rate. We're going to throw out a little bit of ground spoiler here for a little bit, chat. Just give us a little bit of a better rate.
Jazz 928, descend and maintain 6,000.
You send me to 6,000 for Jazz 1928.
American 828, turn left heading 190.
190, American 828.
American 828, when able, direct Lendy.
Hey, Cap, good evening. Just got in for my birthday dinner with some wings. Sweet, Captain Dom. Happy birthday, man.
Jazz 1928, direct to LaGuardia VOR, descend and maintain 4,000.
All right, at 10,000 feet, we'll do our approach checklist.
Direct LaGuardia VOR and descend and maintain, say again for the altitude for Jazz.
Stand by. Air Canada 8554, turn right heading 020, join the 4 right localizer.
020.
How to become a controller on VATSIM. Yep, I've already explained it a couple times, Jack. It's VATSIM.
14, turn right heading 220.
Right turn 220, Flair 1614. 220 for us. Good. It's exclamation point VATSIM, not WetSim. VATSIM. And I've put a link in here. You have to just click the link that the Nightbot put in there, man, and follow the instructions. That'll take you to the website. It'll explain everything that you need to do to be a controller and everything that you need. It's not as easy as you think. It's actually quite a process to become a controller. Approach checklist, 10,000 feet, chat. Flight and nav instruments verified. Cabin has been notified. Flight 10 suitably seated for arrival. And altimeters 3003, 3003 cross-checked. Good.
Air Canada 8554, you're 4 from ZTAL. ZTAL at 2,000.
Approach checklist is complete.
Right,
Next will be our landing checklist.
Cleared ILS 4 right, speed 170 until established. Air Canada 8554.
Air Canada 8554, speed 170 till the final approach ticket, please. Eddie.
170 until Ebby, Air Canada 8554.
Thank you, Delta 66. You can stop your descent, reduce speed to 180, then continue descent,
We're
maintain
going to go 240 on the speed.
Alright, stop it. Go down to 180 and then 2000 for...
Daniel.
Flair
It could just be
1614, stop the descent, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 2000.
stop descent. We'll reduce speed 210, then down to 2000. Flare 1614.
Delta 66, quick S turn.
All right,
for
stop the
turn
descent.
left, heading
Bring our
300.
speed back 210, and then we'll continue descent.
Air
Am I seeing
Canada
strobe lights?
85,
Yes.
54, contact
Somebody on final.
19.1. Good night.
19.1, Air Canada 8554, thanks.
Air Canada 213, stop the descent, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 3000. Air
Smoking
Canada
cigars
213, speed
while
210,
flying
then
is
descend and
peak.
maintain
There
3000.
you go. Do what you gotta do, man.
Speed 210 and then descend 3000, Air Canada 213.
Arc, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
788, turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 4000.
Left heading 220, descend and maintain.
Got trouble for looking at a wet sim website? Jesus Christ. You guys are too much, man. Oh, lordy.
Flair 16, Delta 66, where are you going?
Said right turn 300.
It was a left turn 300, but that's okay. Delta 66, turn right, all the way around heading 300.
300,
Flair 6014, be about 4 miles on this heading.
Sounds good. Flare 1614, thanks.
Delta 66, turn right.
Really think you should give Flo a shot? Cool. I can maybe look at picking it up. It's sold on Orbex, isn't it? Could always just like request a review copy or something. Like Flair, never flown on them.
Alpha 788, turn left heading 210.
Turn left heading 210, Alpha 788.
8 Kilo Mike, turn left heading 220.
Nice Canadian.
Left 220, 8 Kilo Mike.
American 828.
Norton. Do people still use Norton?
130.
I remember Norton being huge when I was a kid.
Report the order view R130.
I think it was still, people still use it.
14, turn right, heading 330.
Right turn 330, Flare 1614.
Air Canada 213, turn right, heading 270.
330.
Right turn 270, Air Canada 213.
Approach American 111.
Is this what we're going to expect for these late evening streams? Things are just going to become a little bit
300 knots restricted.
American 111, near approach, good evening, speed 250, then cross the Lendy intersection at level 190, 250 knots, plan ILS 48.
Speed to 250, Lendy at flight level 190.
Alright, ground spoilers are in and armed now. We should be good. We'll throw out flaps 1. That'll help with the descent process a little bit.
Delta 66, you're 7.5 miles from detail, flighting 010, maintain
Late night streams have more activity, clearly. My goodness.
010, still establish on localizer, good ILS, 4 right approach, and 180 till heavy for
Air Canada 213, turn right, heading 300.
It's an enjoyable time, had by all.
Flair 1614, flighting 350.
Heading 350, Flare 1614.
Aircraft going to static. Number 117 Bravo Foxtrot, stop to descent, report a 2-mile right base, runway 31.
We'll drop to descent and report the 2-mile right base, runway 31.
Yep.
Let's grease the landing, hopefully. Nighttime.
American 828, descend and maintain 13, 13,000, altimeter 3005.
13,000 and 3 buttons 005 for the altimeter, American 828.
Evening streams really need a happy hour. Those are crazy,
American
man.
7, sorry, Alpha 788,
Look at the
descend
moon
and
out
maintain
there.
2,000.
Got the traffic behind as well. Got a lot of people going into
Descend and
JFK.
maintain 4,000.
This controller is doing very well. This controller is a professional. Yes, this is Citation Max, if you didn't know.
Contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1. Good night.
Mr. Citation Max.
Flair
Exclamation point
1614,
C-Max.
when you get to 2,000, speed 180.
Get to 2,000, speed 180, Flare 1614.
No floaties.
Nice.
Let's go. gusting about 4 knots, so we might get some floaties out from Mr. Captain Canada.
25.
Mr. Max, like to put on as a first Gouda to sleep, waking up 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Good evening, Citation 79 Charlie
That's
Alpha
early.
on the ground farming day. We'd like Everton Team Beverly Regional.
79 Charlie Alpha.
I didn't recognize the voice. He's awesome.
There
He
was
is.
one other clearance. Someone called me a couple minutes ago. Who was that?
All right, and then he wants our speed 180. There's 2,000 feet.
Clearance available. Advised. Ready to copy.
Speed 180.
American 209 cleared to. Actually, hold on 1 second. Flair 1614. You are 7.5 miles from detail. Flighting 010. 2,000 till established. Could I approach 4 right? Speed 170 till Ebby.
All right, right turn 010, maintain 2,000 till established, cleared ILS approach runway 04 right will maintain 1,000 or less until Eddie.
170 or less till Ebby, please.
170 or less, Robbie, thank you. All right.
Air Canada 213, stop the descent, reduce speed to 180, then
Bring our speed back. Actually, we're going to go flaps 10 because we're going to get, I don't know what just happened with the wind, but it's causing all kinds of issues on the airplane.
Buffalo, LaGuardia 7 departure, except flighting 355.
Don't stall out of the Sky airplane.
Neon as filed, maintain 5,000, expect level 240, 10 minutes after departure.
I don't know why the stall buffet, you see how like the stall thing just shot up, now it's coming back down. It does weird things with the winds. Like when the winds update in Microsoft, I find it does really weird things on the airplane.
We'll call for taxi. I'm making turn.
Air Canada 213.
Did I say 1,000 knots? Is that what I said? Fuck.
Right turn 360. Air Canada.
Did I actually say 1,000 knots?
Flair 1614.
Hope it's 1,000 or less.
170 on the nose till Ebby.
170 on the nose till Ebby for Flair 1614.
American 828, descend and maintain 8,000.
Did I actually say that, chat? That's
180.
oh boy, my airport.
Down to 8 and 180.
These evening streams are really turning out to be a treat already, aren't they, chat?
Approach Alpha 782.
Oh man. Oh well, what can you do?
You're descending. I don't know why you
That's
are,
why he
but,
was like 170.
I'm flying heading
My airport.
10 and maintaining
25. What do we say? 25 to 100.
Just confirm your altimeter is 30.
What are your problems with the PMDG leveling off at 10,000 feet and pulling throttles to 112%, not gaining any speed, and then nosediving? No, I have not.
It's a BRC issue. Alpha 78, thanks. Turn right.
To be fair, he said maintain
30.
1,000 or less when you're thinking of altitude. Okay, got you. There we go.
Thank you.
It was close.
Question for Jazz,
Close.
928. 1928.
Jazz 1928, depart LaGuardia VOR heading.
Go ahead and arm our approach. All right, fully configured. Let's go ahead and actually no, sorry, we're already good. We just have our landing checklist. That's the next thing that we need to do.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
Got the aircraft in sight. He's doing an incredible job. He's going to have us over to tower here soon.
Air Canada 320, descend and maintain 8,000. Fly heading 170.
8,000, fly level, fly heading 170, Air Canada 320.
Air Canada 213, turn right heading 020.
So no EFB? Nope. Mach 1 or better, please.
4 right.
It's a must.
Right turn 020,
Oh, man.
2,000 till
No EFB yet, man.
4 right.
Maybe we get surprised with one tomorrow? I don't know.
Speed 170 till Ebby, Air Canada 213.
American 828, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3, American 828.
Jazz 1928, I'm not sure where you're going. Should have been 250 heading. You're on a 160 heading.
Anyone know when the EFB comes out? No.
Jazz 1928, turn right, immediately heading 270.
Turn right,
I do agree.
270 for Jazz. For Destination 28.
Flair 1614, have a great night. Good talking to you. You are the VIP and my biggest fan. Tower 191, I love you.
Over to 19-1. You have a great night, Max. Thanks for ATC, man. But in all fairness, I'm your #1 fan. See you soon, dudes. This guy, dude. Incredible. Tower, hello. Flair 1614, ILS 4 right.
Flair 1614,
You're
traffic
down.
737.
Flaps
Over the
15.
numbers, Kennedy wind 010 at 10, runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear to land. Flair 1614. This guy's just like screaming on. You just hear about radio. I don't know, chat. I'm thinking these late night streams are going to hit a little bit differently. I'm pretty sure they're going to hit differently. 155 on the approach speed. We're just passing Ebby now. We can start slowing ourselves down. Let's go flaps 25 degrees. We have been cleared to land. We'll get all of our lights on. Beautiful. Everything looks good up there. I'm going to dim the dome lights in here. Beautiful. We're going to go flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. Okay, chat, landing checklist, please. Gear down, 3 green, flaps 30, 30 green. Speed brake is armed, green light. Engine start switches are over onto continuous. How beautiful. Enjoy the arrival, friends. Joystick cam is going on. Sounds are going up my airplane. Enjoy, friends. Taking off my glasses so I can see. Let's do it. My throttles. My airplane.
Air Canada 213, Kennedy Town. Good evening. Your number 2 traffic. 737 on a 3-mile final. Winds are 010 at 10. Runway 4 right.
010 at 10. I'm getting winds at 17 knots right now. Aircraft is trimmed very nice though.
You can taxi straight ahead, cross 4 left on Foxtrot. Hold short of Bravo on the other side. You can contact Kennedy Ground with 21.9 of your night.
1219 for ground, so we can bug that up right now. Should have had that in already, that's okay. Don't want to screw up my glide slope though, probably shouldn't have done that. Definitely screwed up my glide slope, that's okay. Get ourselves back on track here. Good.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nose down gently, reverses out. Into the wind. Oh, this wind's crazy right now. Manual braking. Reverser stowed.
The Kennedy can vacate left when able, hold short 4 left.
Left when able, hold short 4 left. Flair 1614. Alright, auto brakes coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to JFK.
1614. Just continue your taxi towards the left. It'll be Foxtrot Bravo, Foxtrot Alpha, joining Foxtrot to hold short 4 left.
Foxtrot Bravo, Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot will hold short 22 right to 4 Flair 1614. Okay, welcome down to New York. Nice flight, chat. Hour and 7 minutes on the flight time. Good. Head upstairs, see what we're doing here. Good. Let's go ahead and after landing checklist, engine start switches required, flaps are up, speed brakes are down, radar is off. Good. Landing lights can come off. We'll leave all those on. Strobe lights are off, wing lights are off. Start switches can go off as well. Beautiful. Cool. Great flight, guys. Great flight. Sorry about messing up there on... I should have just left the radios till after we got down on the ground.
You can cross 22 right on Foxtrot. Hold short Bravo on the other side. Contact ground 21.9. Good night.
We'll cross 22 right on Foxtrot, and then we'll head over to ground short of Bravo. Flair 1614. Alright, cool. Good. Got our instructions. What airport are you out of? Oh, not talking to me, sorry. Sweet, guys. Remember, if you did enjoy that, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Let's get some love for all the ETC man that came on today. So, you know, another good thing about doing these streams in the evening is that I think we're going to be a little bit more likely to get some ETC here in North America when we do these flights. Obviously, if we're going to be flying in Europe, we're probably not going to get as much ETC doing these evening streams, but Is this any builds? It is.
Welcome to Kennedy, vacate the left 1 A.
And that's why my being on VATSIM is just oof, absolutely destroys my frames, man. It's the one thing that I'm looking forward to with like a new PC build is getting away from just getting these absolutely atrocious frames when I'm in heavy airports, you know. All right, 1219 over to ground. We'll get our instructions here. Ground hello, Flair 1614, short of Bravo, looking for Terminal 1, please.
Flair 1614, Petty ground, good evening. Taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot, left Alpha, and Mike Alpha to enter the ramp.
All right, we'll continue Foxtrot left on Alpha and Mike Alpha to enter the ramp. Flair 1614, thanks. All right, second left here onto Alpha. I can't see a damn thing, dude. Those terrible frames aren't going anywhere with big airports plus FSLTL. Yeah, I can feel that. That's for sure. Like, it's doable if you don't move the camera, but I mean, you can see down here, like, it's struggling, man. And the worst part about it is, like, the PC's hardly breaking a sweat. This is what I hate. Getting 26 FPS, but I'm only using 35% and 21%, right? Like, talk about not very well optimized, or not optimized as friendly as it could be. And these are the major things that I'm looking forward to with 2024. Is just the utilization, right? I mean, there's no way that I'm only utilizing 30-something% of my computer and I'm getting 25 FPS, right? That's the thing that truly bugs me about flight sim. You know? Have you seen the new FS Labs Concorde? No.
November left Bravo,
not as noticeable at night. True, because all the textures are.
Runway 1. There's 31 left at kilo.
GPU should be damn near 100. You would think, right? You would think, man. At least like 80-90% utilization. You know, like, take advantage of this. Like, it's barely even breaking a sweat right now, man. But yet the sim is struggling. You know what I mean? That's where it gets a little bit frustrating after a while, right? All right, we're going in on Alpha Mike, which is all the way down here. Sorry, Mike Alpha. We're going into stand 6. Hopefully it's available, so we're going all the way down here. We can go GSX, and we can go... I don't know what gates these are. What are these gates, chat? Are these going to be the Alpha gates? God, I don't even know. Or do we have an option for just gates? I don't even know what gates these would be under, classified under.
213, Kennedy ground, welcome to Kennedy. What terminal
is there taxi? Are these going to give us parking gates? B and C? No.
Air Canada 213, taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot left Alpha Golf.
Concourse B and C? That's B and C. That's Terminal 1, so I'm not quite sure which...
Ground United 20 requesting ISR clearance.
You want
to
Echo
Toronto?
6? Okay.
United 220, Kennedy ground, good evening. After clearance advisor, ready to copy. Ready to copy, United 220.
Thank you.
United 220, clear to Toronto Pearson International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, accept fly runway heading to the Kennedy 1.5 DME. Then turn right, heading 100.
Oh my God, they're giving out...
Scale,
you guys are giving out 1.5 DME turns? Good luck with that on VATSIM. This controller just gave out a 1.5 DME right turn. I would argue that probably 70% of VATSIM do not know what 1.5 DME arc would be. Yeah. Thank you, Average AD. I appreciate it, man. Alright, we're going in Alpha Mike. You have no clue what that means? Yeah, I barely know what it means. Barely know what it means.
Departure is 128.12 and squawk 6751, United 20. United 220, read back correct.
Ooh, what's that? A Delta... Delta 350? That's not a Delta? What are you? You're not Delta. But what are you? You're some type of 350. Philippines. Ooh, fancy, chat. Philippines 350. Very nice.
Philippine 127, Squawk Charlie.
How did you know it was Echo 6? I have no clue. I guess you just like figured it out. Messed with it, got it. That is the easiest way, Canadian, yes. You would put the ILS frequency, and then when you see down here, you actually see like 1.7. Once you get 1.5 DME from the ILS, although that could be a little bit, because technically, well, I guess if you put the proper runway, right? Yeah.
Kennedy ground, Alpha 788,
Oh yeah, Yeti. I'm sure most VATSIM users would know exactly how to
Alpha
include
788,
that.
Kennedy ground, welcome to Kennedy, where are you parking?
This is where we're going in, chat. Let's go ahead and spool up the
Alpha
EPU.
788, Kennedy ground, taxi to the red line, Foxtrot to Terminal 5.
This is Mike Alpha in. And then that should be our gate right there. And I'm getting 23 FPS. Oh boy.
Philippine 127, contact Kennedy Tower 119.
I see they're waiting over there for us.
Nice flight.
119.1 for Philippine 127. Thank you for ICT. You did a great job today.
Thank you, you as well.
Alright, runway turnoffs are coming off. I need to go blind in anybody. Coming in here to stand 6. Better than the Drzecki Newark. Bro, that airport runs like molasses. But again, I really can't you can't really necessarily, I mean, I guess you can pin it on the developer and just say you guys have way too much going on, right? Like, there's way too much detail in these sceneries, but then, like, how do you, right? Like, you're going to complain that a developer puts too much detail into an airport scenery? It's like, well, I get it. It's just, it's the optimization, man. The optimization of the sim is just not good, right? Especially on, like, older CPUs, and, like, I laugh, like, my 10900K is an older CPU, but it is, right? It's 4 generations old. So, it is an older CPU. It's getting there, up in age. Let them up. Shut them down, chat. Seatbelts off. Engine number 1 and 2 is off. Beautiful. APU gens on. APU bleed on. Isolation valve open. Pumps, probe heats, yaw dampers, fuel pumps, anti-collision light. Wonderful. GSX. Operate jet bridge. Good. And we shall jump outside. Jet bridge is operating. We're getting one of them. I don't know why it's decided to give us that jet bridge and not put the original jet bridge down, but I'm not going to ask questions, chat. I'm not here for that. It's probably a GSX thing. We're going to request deboarding. Beautiful. Go back inside. That's a weird-ass view. You can come off. Everything else looks good up top there. That's good. I'm going to bring this all the way down. God, dude. It's so hard to, like, even manipulate some buttons with the low FPS sometimes. Cool. That's good. Done. There we go. At the gate, we're requesting the deboarding. Wonderful. There we go, chat. Sweet. Cool. We are going to be... oh, hold on. Let's do our shutdown checklist as well before I forget. Park brake is on. Fuel pump switches as required. Seatbelt signs are off. Window heat as required. Probe heat is in the auto position. Anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Engine start levers are cut off and transponder is set to standby. Shutdown checklist complete. Beautiful. Cool. There we go. Aircraft will deboard itself and we will get ready for our return flight. Shall we, chat? The return flight back up to Toronto. Cool. New flight. Going from KJFK over to CYYZ. We're going to be in the 737-800. We're going to be in economy config. And we're going to go with 175 passengers on the return flight. And we're going to expect 4 left. Good. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Low FPS, man. Those are my normal FPS, man. Usually, no. Usually, like, we're, 30s, mid-30s. I think it's the current engine in the sim that's not taking advantage of the current tech. I think one of the limitations is that does not multi-threading capability of the CPUs. Correct, Max. You are 100% correct. Yeah. No landing replay. No, we're doing a turnaround, so there's usually no replay on the turnaround because it screws with everything at the gate and does weird stuff. So, yeah. Cool. Let's jump back inside. We've got our numbers. I will go ahead and, just to save time, chat, we're just going to restart the Kutal script. We're going to just start the boarding process. Let's come over here. We're going to go down here. What did we get on the landing rate on that one, chat? Was it a nice one? Looked like it was decent. 100 and something. We go ahead and get the banner updated for the next flight. Good. And we're going to be in our 737-800 B738. Good. And Flite. And Microsoft. Good. Cool. All that information should be updated for you guys now. Wonderful. Pre-file. At Sim, we'll go to GSX. We're going to Sim Brief OK. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and request boarding. Swissport. Good. Go ahead and disconnect and reconnect under our new call sign. Good. And we will go ahead and switch you, reset you. All right, cool. Let's come down here. We'll go to our menu tab. We're going to go to our FS actions. Nope, crew's already on board. We can just start boarding the passengers. Beautiful. That's good. That's good. They're doing their thing. Cool. SimBrief says payload weight is 61.4 on the zero fuel weight, so we'll bug that up. Good. Return fuel page. Fuel on the return flight 7.2. We'll bug that up. Good. Return FMC. We just need to do our company route down here. Export. Good. Close that. That's all set. We'll go to our route tab. Beautiful. We're going to go from KJFK over to CYYZ. Throw that into our company route. Flight number for the return flight is Flair, FLE 1615. Throw that into our flight number. Good. Activate and execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our NITREF. I'll plug in some numbers here. 614. Actually, we'll just leave that blank. We'll go and get our clearance back just to make sure we've got everything set correctly, and then we'll plan for that.
Your route, I amended it slightly, and that's why I sent you the PDC. So once you just go over that and amend your FMC, you should be good to go.
Roger that. I'll take a look.
And I think we have 8 Alpha November now. JFK ground, good evening. Once again, Flair 1615 with November IFR back to Toronto.
Flair 1615, Kennedy ground, standby, clearance on course number 1.
Thanks. Very cool, number 1. Alright, gotta wake up early tomorrow. Is the
Flair 1615,
go home day.
Kennedy ground, I've clearance badge, ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Flair 1516. Sorry, 1615.
Flair 1615, clear to Toronto Pearson International Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading to the Kennedy 1.5 DME, then turn right, heading 100. Radar director is Gale, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level tree 20, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 4007.
Alright, Flair 1615 is cleared to the Toronto airport via the JFK 5 departure. except we'll expect runway heading to 1.5 DME, and then I believe you said right turn heading 100. Then we'll expect radar vectors direct gale. Initial climb will be 5,000. We'll expect 32010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is going to be on 128.12 and squawk 4007. Flair 1615.
Flair 1615, amazing readback. Push back at your discretion. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Call me short of Alpha for taxi.
We'll expect 4 left, and we'll call you short of Alpha for taxi. Flair 1615, thanks. Cool. I'm surprised we got all that, chat. That's why you write everything down. That is exactly why you write everything down. So let's go to departures. We're going to plan for the LaGuardia 5 departure out of runway 4 left. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our route tab. Everything else should be good into there, which it is good. We're going to go to arrivals. They were landing on the 24s. I guess we can expect 24 left for the arrival into Toronto, which probably makes sense. I don't know if we'll get ATC. They might still be on by the time we get there, so we'll see. We're going to be on the Ling 3 arrival for runway 24. Good with the woozy transition. And we'll expect ILS 24 left via Cetra, and we'll go ahead and execute that. We'll scroll through. That should all be good. Radar vector, Cetra, Lizdu, yes, all that looks great. Sweet. Back to our init-ref tab here. 7.2 is the plan on the fuel. We're going to have 3 on the reserve. Cost index is going to be 35. Cruise level today 320 because of those headwinds. We're not getting up too high today. Our average wind component at 32,000 feet is going to be 295 at 32. 295 at 32. We'll select that. Good. Transition altitude is going to be 18,000 feet. Let's go to our N1 limits here today. 98.8 on the N1. We'll leave those like that. Takeoff flaps will be set to 5 degrees. CG weight today 19.5. Trim value 5.66. And there's our V speeds today. We'll leave those blank for now. We've got about a third of the passengers on board. I think I saw 60 something passengers back on board. So go ahead and just hang out here. 50 passengers of 175 chat. So cool. You never heard of departure clearance like that? That was, yeah, glad I got to stick around. Not sure what to do with the 1.5 DME. Glad I didn't stick around. Not sure what I would do. So, again, pretty easy. Honestly, the easiest way, as somebody mentioned before, what you can do is you can kind of look at your charts, and you can go with the ILS for runway 22 right, okay? So let's plug in the ILS for 22 right. Where are you? ILS 22 right. Sorry, I didn't want to pin that. Let me... Flights, unload, import, sim brief, this one, good. And then what we'll do is we'll go to JFK, we'll go to approaches, and we'll look at the ILS 22 right approach. And you can see here that the ILS frequency is 109.5. So let's plug that in here. We'll go 109.5. This is the easiest way of doing it. I don't know if this is correct. I don't know if you would do this a different way. I really don't know. But I'm just showing you what somebody mentioned in chat, and this is exactly how I've done this before as well. So as soon as you do that, you actually get a distance from the DME. So the reason why you want to select 22 right as the option, because if you look at the airport chart, 22 right is the end of the runway that we're going to be departing off of, right? So 4 left is where we're departing. So the ILS is usually somewhere around here, the like beacon thing or something, right? So from here, essentially, where you're going to see it, and out that way, you'll actually get the DME to start counting down. So right now we're at 1.8, and watch when we pull onto the runway, we'll probably be a little bit further than 1.8, but you'll see this number start to tick down. So what you can do is once you look at this one, you know that as soon as it says 1.5, there's your 1.5 DME, and you can know that we need to make our right turn to heading of 100 is what they asked us for. So that's what we're going to expect. Now that, again, I have no clue if that's correct. You'll have to speak with like some of the real guys, like V1, Flight Deck to Sim. Those guys, you'll have to ask them if that's the proper procedure, if that's how they would gauge it. Now, also saying this, the controller's not going to sit there and like scream at you if you make your turn at like 1.3 DME, right? Essentially what they're doing is they're avoiding having to make that call after departure. That's all that this is. I'm 99% sure that that's all that this is they're avoiding having to say Flair 1615 right turn heading 100, right? When they give this to you in the instructions of your departure, so it basically on our departure clearance, now we know that at 1.5 DME, that's a right turn on us out. So that takes off the headache from the controller. The controller knows that, okay, if everybody has listened properly, they're going to make that right turn by themselves. He's going to watch us climb on his scope once we get to, I don't know, what was the top altitude that he gave us? 5,000. getting close to 5,000, he probably sends us over to New York departure. And then New York departure climbs us up higher than 5,000 and would send us direct Gale. That could probably work. You can also put a fixed page with the distance as a cheat. You could do that as well. Yep. I think you make a DME radius at a certain distance in the FMS. No idea how to. I'm pretty sure you could as well. Yep. This is just like the simple way, like I said, of doing it like on the fly. I'm sure this isn't probably the proper way of doing it. There probably is, like somebody mentioned, you could also come down here and you could go to fix and you could do, how do you do it? You can do runways. How do you do runways? I mean, you could just put in KJFK into there and go /1.5, and that'll put a 1.5 DME ring, as you see right here. That puts a 1.5 DME ring around it. Now, that's like the middle of JFK, right? That's basically the middle of JFK. You can actually make it so like it's now 1.5 DME. They didn't say like where, it's just 1.5 DME. So that would probably be the correct way. And you can even see here, like the aircraft is basically doing that for us, right? Except we're going to maintain till that arc here, and then we'll make our right turn. So, yeah. Dad just finished first leg, taxiing the gate now. That was fun. Busy. It was. Yeah, definitely, man. Do you fly any planes during your time in X-Plane? Did you fly any INS planes? No, I'm not into that, man. I'm much a glass cockpit type of guy. Yeah. $68 more passengers. Runway 24 left for a runway on fix. Or 22 left, you mean, would be the way to do it? Okay.
United 220.
Cap a little trick since the distance is so small. 1.5 DME. Check what DME you're on at takeoff roll. You might be starting at 0. Okay. Yeah, we can check that. Just gonna chill for the second leg, almost bedtime. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. Child of the magenta, as they say. Yes, exactly. I've heard that used in a very negative tone, though, digital. I don't think it needs to be like a negative tone. I think people just have preferences, right? Excuse me. That first leg was insane. Glad I joined, but my brain hurts so much to do in one another. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's fun, though, right? Which leg are you doing? We're doing the return leg now. We're about to push back. We're just waiting for the last couple passengers to board. Got all of our cargo and crew. Everything's looking good there. We're just waiting for the last 55 passengers. Where's my direct enter? Exactly. Where is it? How do you get the number of passengers? Is it random? You can select it on SimBrief. So on SimBrief you can select it, or you can just have it as random. I like to almost have a full airplane. So with Flair's layout, they have 184 seats. We have 175 passengers, so we like to keep it like fairly full. I like a full airplane. They feel a little bit heavier on the controls and stuff. Max was great. Ah, dude, incredible, man. Incredible. Doesn't need to be all, but you're right. I appreciate all types of navigation. That's it, man. I totally get it. Listen, dude, just like how, like, you know, some people prefer, like, the INS and, like, the VOR to VOR, I think it's perfectly fair that, like, people like waypoint to waypoint or, you know, airway to airway. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Hey, Cap, enjoying the night streams with the nightcap. Sweet, Christopher. Thanks, man, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. I think we're scheduled for... We're bang on time on the way there. Scheduled on the way back, same thing, 1 hour and 7 minutes on the return flight. The reason why it's 1 hour and 7 minutes, in case you didn't notice, very shallow descent into New York. It takes quite a while, and especially all the vectors that you end up getting all the way around. Great vectors by Max, though, man. Like, 100%, those were great.
Delta 512, contact Kennedy Tower 119.1.
All right, so we were told to call holding short of Alpha for our taxi. I'm assuming our taxi is going to be pretty easy. It's probably going to be Alpha, actually might go Alpha, Bravo, Kilo, and then we're going to expect 4 left. So not a very long taxi, shorter than our taxi in.
Via hotel, left Alpha. November, Quebec.
Anything planned for 75K subs? Probably a long haul of some sort. I don't know when. Judging by its current state, we'll probably get that in about a month and a half, 2 months. We'll probably be close to about 75K, so we'll see, man. We'll see.
474, Kennedy Ground, welcome to Kennedy, where you parking.
Hopefully we can do it before Christmas. That'd be a good Christmas present. 75,000 subscribers. I'd be happy with that, man.
United 474, enter the ramp at Foxtrot to Terminal 5. Have a nice night.
Over to the ramp via Foxtrot, United 474, good day.
Kennedy Ground, Delta 1232, requesting taxi runway 4 left.
Delta 1232, runway 4 left, via right.
I think we're almost ready here, chat. Just waiting on the last couple passengers. Yes, almost ready. 21 more passengers. Just in time for World Flight. I think we'll hit it after World Flight, Jarvis. Maybe World Flight will bring us up to there. You know, who knows? The only problem is people who are always working on GPS and waypoints is when it comes to flying NDBs and VORs approaches, they get lost. They don't get me started on ILS missed approaches. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because there is a lot of, you know, manual flying when those things happen, right? So, how do you select passengers in SimBrief? So when you've got your SimBrief going, let's say you're, you know, I'll give you an example right now of what we're doing. So when you select your flights, you're going to go KJFK to, like, let's say CYYZ, which is where we're going now. Once you select your airplanes, you select your airplane on the list. We're a 737-800. If you haven't done so, go to flightsim.to and download these profiles. These are the profiles, and make sure if you haven't, they get updated all the time. These are the profiles for the PMDGs that I use. You can also have the default, which is down here. These are like the default ones. These are, I find, a little bit better, a little bit more accurate. So you have to pick between a first class config or an economy config. Flair does not have first class. It's an all economy layout, very similar to like Ryanair or something like that. So you would select economy config, and then down here you'll see a thing that says passengers. You can select, if you pull here, it'll show you full, which is 184. You can select that, or you can highlight and put whatever you want. 174, 179, 177. You can do whatever you want. I usually leave payload and zero fuel. I leave those all auto. I just select my passengers and I let them take care of the rest. As far as like altitude and stuff like that, it will usually pull the most recent from FlightAware or SkyVector. It'll pull the flight plan and put that in for your cruise altitude, so usually you don't really have to worry about it. But yeah, that's how that works. Hopefully that helps, man. Cool, we're ready to go. Let's go upstairs. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Good. I'm going to go ahead and do my pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspection has been complete. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav and display switches, normal and auto. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Engine bleed air switches are on. Pressurization panel is set for 32,000 feet. Checked. Good. Pressurization mode selector is on to auto. Perfect. Oxygen masks are checked. Good. Altimeter 3003, 3003 cross-checked. Flight nav instruments checked. Warning and annunciator lights checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim switches normal. Fire warning has been.
November 106 November Kilo, clear through the New York Bravo airspace via turn right heading 100.
Checked.
Maintain 2,000.
Radios and transponders. 4007 for us on this one. 4007. We'll turn that on to XPDR. Good. That is good. Radar is off. Rudder and aileron trim free and zero. Parking brake is set. Windows closed and locked. Flight attendant briefing. Flight attendants have been briefed. Yes. Departure briefing. Chat, we've gone over this, but we'll go over this one last time. We are expecting the JFK 5 departure today with a DME turn of heading 100 and a climb to 5,000 feet, which then I'm sure we'll get off to, headed off to New York departure. That's pretty much it. All of that is set. Departure briefing is completed. Logbook and QRH is on board, and fuel required. We require 3,000, and we've got 7.1 on the flight plan. Pre-flight checklist is complete. We're going to do our pushback checklist now. Just going to confirm that I have my doors closed down here. Close, close. Good. All right. Doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. We're going to release the park brake. Flight deck door closed and locks. Transponder XPDR. Before pushback checklist is complete, sounds are going up. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. We'll get the right pack off, left pack off for engine spool. Good. And let's go ahead and go engine number 2 over to ground. Not a bad turnaround, guys. I think we did that pretty quickly as we can. I feel like that was a pretty quick turnaround. Does the PMDG have a fuel pump sound in the cabin? I don't think so. No. Microsoft just started lagging for no reason yesterday. It didn't change anything, and it started lagging to the point where it's unplayable using 100% of my GPU. Have you run an NVIDIA, like have you run a driver update or something like that? I'm wondering if you need to run a driver update if you have old drivers that are causing issues. I mean, if you watch the stream, Steve, you'll see a lot of those approaches. I mean, you'll see a lot more RNAV and ILS approaches here, not so much VOR and Garmin stuff, but I mean, if you watch the streams, man, you're going to see tons of RNAV and ILS approaches for sure, man. Yeah. Just updated today. Huh. Are you using some type of overclocking tool or something? So I run EVGA Precision, and I have to go like default on EVGA Precision cards and games. Sometimes, like after it's done on Precision, I have to just like default everything, and then it works fine. Because my guess is, like, what does it say? Do you have anything that monitors? What does it say for your clock speed on your... I guarantee you your GPU clock speed is probably at like 400 megahertz or something. It happens sometimes after updates. RNAV RNP ARs are the coolest approaches in my mind. They are cool for sure. Yeah. Engine number 1 over to ground. Start valve open.
Please set parking brakes.
Roger, Dodger.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
All right, coming up on 25%, we'll introduce fuel number 1. Yes, chat, I'm changing the time. We'll do an early morning departure.
Unlocking gear.
I want to be able to see. Ooh, we got the nice moon out there. I want to be able to see all the beautiful visuals. It's on rated, and they got pretty low too on here. It's 24 in CYQB and Circle de Chateau Frontenac. Beautiful. Nope, all base. The only thing XMP for RAM has been like that for months. MSI Afterburner is saying 1730 on the GPU. Very weird, man. Very, very weird. I'm sorry. I have no clue. I have no clue what would be causing that, man. Alright, let's get everything upstairs done there. Looking good. 32,000 is in and set. Good. I got a DM. EPU does go off, by the way, chat. That was my fault. That checklist that I was showing you earlier about after takeoff, the EPU, it's just to confirm that the EPU is indeed off. They do shut down the EPU. I apologize for misleading you last flight where I said that because of the checklist we had to keep the EPU on, so that is not correct. EPU goes off. The checklist is just there to make sure that the EPU is off. That's good. That's all set. Happy there. That's all looking good. That's all set. Good. Fine there. You're on. That's all good. Cool. Let's go and put auto brake. Let's go ahead and get flaps to 5. Let's go ahead and do our after start checklist. Generators are on. Propheats are on. Anti-ice as required. Air conditioning panel is set. Recall checked. Auto brake to RTO. Good. After start checklist is complete. Next is our taxi checklist. Trim value 566. Good right about there. Beautiful. Cool. Take care, Canadian. See you soon, my friend. All right, taxi checklist. Flaps 555 green. Takeoff speeds 139, 141, 151. Set thrust 98.8. Stab trim is 5.66, and flight controls have been checked. Free and clear. Beautiful. Cool. Park brakes off. Let's go ahead and taxi ourselves up here. We've got 5,100 and V1 speed 151 plugged into there. Beautiful. All right, before taxi checklist is complete. Taxi lights coming on. We need to call them short of Alpha. I'm gonna let them know that we still do have November. JFK ground Flair 1650, rolling up to Alpha, short of Alpha, ready to taxi 4 left.
Flair 1615, runway 4 left, taxi via left Bravo, Kilo, cross runway 31 left.
All right, left on Bravo, right Kilo, cross 31 left, Flair 1650. What charts am I using? Navigraph. Right, left on Bravo, right on Kilo, all the way down. We'll take Kilo 2 for departure.
Technical difficulties. Is our clearance at Kilo still valid?
Right, leaving the ramp area, we got our runway turnoffs on as well.
Clearance is still valid. I'll be short of Alpha for taxi 4 left.
Thank you, and we'll call you short of Alpha for taxi 4 left. Super Concord.
Left Bravo. When you check the flaps, you say 555 green. What's the third? So it goes 555 green. So it's 5 here, 5 here, and I forget where the last one is. There's another one where it shows you where the flaps are, I believe. Or it might be for like an older instrumentation where it shows you something else. Flap handle, FMC, and flap indicator. There you go. So FMC flap 5, here flap 5, and handle flap 5. 555 green. That's why Mr. Maverick's here. He makes sense of everything. I just read the checklist. And I just know that it's set 555. Are the charts automatically pinned in Navigraph app when the flight plan is generated? Ahmed, yes. So you have to import it. So you go to flights and you import from SimBrief. And yeah, then all the charts get pinned down here. All the arrival options. The only thing you have to pin is approaches. So like ILS 24 into Toronto is not pinned. So now I have to pin that. But now it's in here, ILS 24. But it shows me all the approaches for the different runways. 15s, 23s, 33s. Shows me all that. You know? Very handy tool. I've heard Jeff and Ryan doing it too, and I couldn't figure it out. It was the FMC one that I was missing. Yeah, same as me, dude. I thought it was maybe because I know that you can have different, like, different things, like enunciators, right? You could even, like, does it show here? No, it doesn't show here. There's, like, one of them that you can do where it'll show here. I think it's, like, the systems. Maybe it's not even systems. I don't know. Right, this should be Kilo. No, this is Kilo Echo. We're going all the way down. I think we make a slight little left turn to get to Kilo. Just watch it. Look for the signs. Look at the signs. This is probably Kilo Delta or Kilo Echo. This is Kilo Echo.
Air Canada 278 ground, holding you
This
short
is Kilo
at
Delta.
Bravo, looking to taxi to the gate at Alpha.
And then this should be Kilo for us. Yes, there's Kilo, so we're making our right turn here.
Air Canada 278, taxi to the ramp by Foxtrot.
To the ramp by Foxtrot, Air Canada 278.
Clear left and clear right. Yes, the green is right here, that indicator here. Yeah. Navigraph is a must-have, absolutely, especially if you want to fly on Faten.
Contact Kennedy Tower 119.1. Have a nice flight.
119.1, thanks for wonderful ETC. You have a great night as well. Flair 1615.
Thank you.
All right, 1191. Great ATC, man. Unbelievable job from Max all the way down to tower to ground. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible here today. And we're going to let them know we can take Kilo 2 for departure. We even take Kilo 3, but we'll take Kilo 2. Tower, good evening again. Flair 1615 rolling down Kilo. We could take Kilo 2 for departure, please.
And Flair 1615 on departure, fly heading 100. The winds are 03011, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, on departure, heading 1004 left, cleared for takeoff. Flair 1615. All right, before takeoff checklist, we'll get that done here in a second, but I'm just going to get one step ahead. I'm going to go auto throttle, we're going to go VNAV, we're going to go heading select. We're going to get all the lights on, get you on, good, you come on, start switches continuous, all that fun stuff, good, cool.
Landwalker 1701.
Landwalker 1701 will be one departure from the parallel runway prior to your route.
Michael, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. All right, Kilo 2 is out here in front of us. We can see here 4 left. Runway position 4 left and 4 left has confirmed. Flaps 5-5 green. Navigation briefing complete. Takeoff warning checked. Auto throttle is armed. Engine start switches are set to continuous. Transponder is over to TARA. And flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff, have been notified. Before takeoff checklist complete, friends. Joystick cam is going on. Enjoy the departure, guys. Catch y'all on the other side. Sounds are up. Let's get it. Throttles to 40. Look at that sunrise right there. Oh my. Beautiful. Chrono's on. Toga. Takeoff power set. Slight nose down pressure. Thank you.
80 knots.
Cross check.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive reincline.
You're out. So we're going to wait for our 1.5 DME. If we are a rocket ship. All right. Start our right turn. To 100.
And Flair 1615, turn right heading 100. Climbing through 5,000, you can start your turn to the northwest on course. Fortunately, New York departure has gone offline. Radar services are terminated, frequency change advised. Crew, have a good flight.
All right, we're making our right turn to 100 now, passing through 5,000. We'll proceed left, direct Gale. New York departures offline. Thanks for wonderful ATC tonight. Really do appreciate all the efforts.
See ya. Thanks for flying.
Yeah. All right, 1228. Good. Let's go flaps up 1. Look at that sunrise. Wow. Tractables coming off. Good. I'm going to bug up our cruise altitude, or at least up to 10,000. That's good. He said through 5,000. You can proceed direct Gale. So bump that up to you. Good. Let's go flaps clean. You. We're going to go direct Gale here in a second. There's 5,000 feet. We're going to execute that. We'll make our left turn. We'll flip on LNAV. Start making our left turn direct gale. Mitchell, 17 months. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties. Thank you for the support. Really do appreciate that. Thanks so much. All right, cool. Autopilot's coming on. Flight deck. Sounds can come back a little bit. We're on to Unicom. And we're climbing up out of New York. We're proceeding direct to the Gale intersection. After takeoff checklist, flaps are clean. Landing gear is up and off. Auto brakes off. Packs are in the auto position. Engine bleeds are on. Pressurization panel is set, 32,000 and checked. Engine start switches on till 18,000 is required, and EPU is indeed off. After takeoff checklist complete, and I will now leave you with some beautiful wing views here of us climbing up over New York City. Jake Gaming, good to see you, man. Mitchell, thank you very much for the 17 months, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. Beautiful Labor Day weekend here down in Jersey. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I think the weather's looking pretty promising here too as well. Could see somebody, I think, just landing or departing. I'm not quite sure. There is 10,000 feet. Leaving, we'll turn these guys off. Why don't we turn off some taxi lights? We'll get all those off. The land you see in the distance is New Jersey. It's where I go to the beach. Very cool. Out over here or over here? Is this New Jersey? Or down here? Over there, isn't it? Current humidity 79% here. Ew. That's not nice, Gary. I'm going to take Daisy for a big WALK after this as well. We went on a very short one before. She looked very puzzled. She's like, Dad, this is like a quarter of what we usually do. Where's my long WALK? So I promised her after the stream was done we would have a nice long WALK. Gonna see Manhattan down there. There's LaGuardia, there's Manhattan. Although it doesn't look the best right now because I think we're too far away from it. Looks a little bit weird, to be honest. You can kind of make it out. The sun rising too is making it a little bit weird. She as well, yeah. She's been feeling better for a couple days now. There we go. Now it's rendering in. It wasn't like rendering in. It was weird. Now it's rendering in. You can actually see Manhattan off the wing. Yep, she's feeling much better, man. Much better. Remember, guys, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so, that'd be absolutely solid. For the first evening live stream, I'd love to hit like 200, 250 likes. I have no clue how many likes we're at. You could do me a huge solid. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, everybody, if you are enjoying. Next live stream is going to be on Saturday. That is LaGuardia down there. Yep, correct. Next live stream is going to be on Saturday, and we're going to be flying Alaska 737-900 ER from LAX to Honolulu. Very excited about that one. It's going to be awesome. We're already at 250. Oh, baby. Shall we go for 300, chat? I don't even think our stream earlier got 300. Quiet day. Apparently Manhattan is just an Empire State Building. That's what I was going to say. It's doing weird rendering in there, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, we're direct gale, which is pretty much, you can see like it's just a straight up north course, essentially, up to Toronto. So we're looking good. Hey, Cap, been watching a lot of the replays because I normally stream at 2 a.m. For me, this new stream time is great. Bernie, good to see you, man. Glad you could come hang out, dude. Very, very cool. Is this a real flight? It is, yes. Yeah. What is my new schedule like? So the schedule is pretty much the same. I just need to actually, thank you for reminding me. Schedule is the same. The only thing is we've added a Thursday evening stream. Other than that, it's everything's the same. So I'm not taking any stream times away or anything like that. It's just that we've added an extra stream. That's it. That is it. Oh, it's already 18,000. We're going up to 32, so we'll bug up 32,000. Good. Should continue the climb. Beautiful. What's 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. BST to GMT? What would that be? Yeah, GMT. BST? Or you guys are on BST right now, right? British Summertime, not GMT. This would be 2 a.m., so 2200. 2230. 2230. GMT. Cool. Here we go. Why are you streaming at night? I thought you were a creature of habit and you like your routine, or you're just trying to find something different that will work for European viewers. Zach, good to see you, man. It's been a while. 18,000 feet. Climb checklist complete. Lights can come off. Start switches can come off. And we'll go ahead and let the cabin up. Yeah, just wanted to kind of incorporate a little bit more streaming for my North American viewers. I've had a lot of requests over the last couple of years to change my schedule, or to add an evening stream to kind of include a little bit more of my North American viewer base. So we've decided to yeah, add an evening stream. That's it, man. There's really nothing more to it. This is lovely for those of us that work 9 to 5. See, exactly, Mel. Exactly. You got it. I guess I do take 737s on this short flight. Of course, yeah. Fun fact, this aircraft is no longer in Flair's fleet. I think WestJet has it now. Interesting. Huh. The registration number and everything? It's weird. How is it still day in New York? It's not. This isn't real time. We did the first flight in real time, and then we switched it to an early morning departure back to Toronto. So we were pretending like we were pilots. We got in late last night into JFK, and our turnaround is this morning back to Toronto. First flight in the day. The new evening stream is great for me. Starts at 9:30 a.m. Where are you? You got to be down into the Australia, New Zealand, somewhere on there, Bernie. Right, I would think. Kimbo, Australia, very cool, man. I like having the evening streams, miss the afternoon stream because of school, but now I get to hang out during these evening streams. There you go, sweet, man. Don't like the 3:30? I do. Yeah. The new stream starts for me at 4 p.m. See, there you go. Nice. Stream starts for me, this stream starts at 3 a.m. Oof. He's right, they only have 2 737-800s, the rest are the Maxes. Yes. Yeah, Flair has quite a few Maxes in the fleet. Yeah. So there's evening streams only on Thursdays at the moment? Yes, we're kind of, we're just going to see what the, you know, what the general consensus is over the next month or two, and we'll plan from there, man. We'll plan from there. We'll plan to see, right, like, as somebody that's been doing this for quite a while, like, there's a lot of things that factor into, like, either taking a stream day, adding a stream day, taking one off, but... I didn't hear about that. What happened, Jarvis? Did they get an airplane, like, revoked or something? One of their leasers go after them? At least they're keeping their maxes. Right? Hey, Cap, late night Thursday. Good to see you, Jordan. It is. Yeah. Late night Thursday, my friend. Late night Thursday. Crazy, we've only been airborne for 13 minutes. Already passing through 25,600. On our way up to 320. Headwinds already showing 32. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse than that. What do we have? We had 48 on the way down at 35,000. So probably somewhere in the 40s, I would expect the headwind. Up into 40 knots. 5 other airplanes? Jesus. Some sketch stuff, but I think it's all resolved now. Damn. I don't know. Four planes? I've seen some mixed opinions about Flair. I have some friends that work for Flair. I have a buddy that's a captain at Flair. He seems to like it. I don't know, man. I think it's difficult in the Canadian market just because it's absolutely dominated by Air Canada and WestJet. It's extremely difficult. So finding their, I think Flair's done a pretty good job. They've been around for long enough that, you know, I think they're doing certain things right. And I think it's just growing pains really in reality, right? When you're competing against Air Canada and WestJet, it's, you know, there's got to be, and even other ones, right? There's like Porter now with their Embraer E2s that are flying, you know, Toronto to Vancouver daily. So a lot of airlines are growing, and Porter's offering, I mean, great prices, dude. I think you can go like 350, 400 each way, I think. Very similar to what it would be like on Air Canada. And it seems crazy that you're streaming Flight Sim this late. However, I'm in love with the stream, so I have no complaints. Yes, it's the new schedule, man. Those Thursday evening streams. This one is a little bit longer than most Thursday streams. We'd probably be looking to like wrap it up around now. But this is the inaugural one. It's also a fun one, right? So, might be a dumb question, but are you doing yearly or monthly for Navigraph subscription? Not dumb at all, man. I do yearly subscriptions, JMac. It's a little bit cheaper. And obviously with Flight Sim being my job and my passion, and I'm well invested into a yearly subscription, right? So, yeah, the Porter E195 in YWG today for a test flight. They start regular flights next week. Nice. Very cool, man. I'm looking to, the fiance and I want to go back to PEI next year. And instead of driving and like wasting like an extra 2-3 days, we were thinking about flying down, Jarvis, because Porter's got great deals direct. Ottawa to Prince Edward Island, direct flights, like $300 round trip. Come on, I mean, a rental that's cheaper than a rental car. A rental car is usually $700-800 plus gas. It's another $500, $600, $700, $800 depending on how much you drive, right? So. Yeah, we're thinking of like getting, flying down and just staying in Charlottetown, like getting an Airbnb somewhere on the water, like right in Charlottetown, so everything's kind of like within walking distance, grocery stores, restaurants, whatever. Yeah, we're thinking about doing Porter. I enjoyed my Porter experience when I flew them from Toronto City Centre to Ottawa. Short little, but yeah. Very much worth it, yeah. And they have all kinds of deals as well right now, Jarvis. Like even on that, like last I checked, it was $340, $342 or something round trip, and you could even get like 20% on top of that. There's a discount code that you can apply towards the end of the season. And I'm all about going away. Like this is usually my favorite time, Jarvis, as the kids are back in school for the first week. This is by far the best time to go away. As somebody who doesn't have kids, and this is the best time to go away. The first week of September, everybody's back at work, everybody's back at school. It's so quiet, and there's so many deals. There's so many flight deals, hotel deals, crazy. Yeah. If I ever have to go to YYZ, I'll definitely give them a look. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Porter is flying to Florida? Yes, I saw that. Porter is doing Toronto to Florida as well now, and Ottawa to Toronto. Sorry, Ottawa to Florida, I believe, as well. What kind are we smoking today? Gelato mint. My number one, my go-to, man, Gelato Mint. One of my favorites. Has been for a while. Oh, absolutely, Jarvis, for sure. Yeah, you're all prepping, man. You're under it's coming, right? Only a matter of time. Excuse me. Very good reason not to have kids. Yeah, for you, Jarvis, it's going to be like June, July. Those are your like, okay, I can go away. I could take vacation, right? Financially, as long as you can support it. Those are your easy, no-brainer vacation days. What do we got here? 43 knots off the nose. Good. We can go to our cruise page. 136 miles on the cruise. Let's go, once again, we'll plug in Mach 80 for our cruise. We'll get our passengers there quickly. He kept watching you from Mexico. Mr. Codby, it's good to see you, man. Thanks, dude, for coming and hang out. Also, keep in mind, people haven't understood the idea of ULCCs. These airlines aren't run like legacy carriers like Air Canada and WestJet. Passenger experience will be completely different, must align with expectations. I agree, 100%. 100%. That's you said that as like a true salesman, Kevin. You did a good job. It's very true, man. It's very true. I think Canada in general, Kevin, we're not used to the ultra low cost carriers, right? We're not like the UK where there's multiple EasyJet, Ryanair. You know, like people get flabbergasted when they travel or they go look on like the Ryanair website and they see that they can take a trip for 19 pounds, 29 pounds or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing with Flair. I mean, you pay for your seat and then everything else is an extra. You know, your carry-on, your backpack, your carry-on bag, everything is an add-on. Everything is, you know, and that's how you do it. So what it does is it does offer people, you know, hey, you want to go away for a weekend and it not really cost you a crazy arm and a leg, got to get to the other side of the country and you're just bringing a backpack and, you know, a couple pairs of clothes and some underwear and some socks and stuff. It's the perfect option, man, for a lot of people. You know, like when Dan flew Flair out to me this past year in the winter, I mean, I think it cost him like, I think it was like $300 or $400 or something like that. He fly Flair or Swoop? He might have flown Swoop, actually. Dan? I can't remember what he flew, but either way, it was like kind of the same experience, right? He just brought like a backpack or something, so. 80K followers challenge for January 2024. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think with the release of some of the new aircraft coming and more long-haul options and stuff, you were on Swoop? Okay, there you go. Hey, I just found this channel, but I thought it's something cool. My high school hosts an aviation class that has flight sims, wind tests, and shit. I do really good on them. They pay for flight training. Cool. Very cool, man. That's awesome. Keep practicing, dude. Get that. If you can get that sponsorship, you can get your flight school covered. I mean, that's a huge expense, man. Porter is basically the JetBlue of Canada, but without the lie-flat business options. Correct. I think so. Yeah, because even like their economy, right, Porter, like even their economy seats, like they offer more pitch, more leg room. Like I flew on their Q400 and it was very comfortable. You know, I had no problems at all. Once paid 40 euros for a round trip from Barcelona to Dublin. Backpack only, Ryanair, crazy cheap. Yeah, it's wild, man. And that's kind of what Flair is, right? That is literally like what Flair and Swoop and all these other ones are. That's what these guys are. They're ultra low cost carriers. That's exactly it. Never pay for seats on low-cost airlines. Flown Spirit once, and it costs $100 to pick a seat. Chose my seat at the gate and managed to row 3 plus the engine view. Sometimes it's worth it. So the same thing for like Southwest. I think Southwest does the same thing, where you can either pay beforehand like an upgrade fee, and it'll allow you to select a seat, or be like priority boarding or boarding crew 1 or something. You know, is this really live? Yes, it is. Late stream, yes. Found out the other day your Flair have significant layover in YG. Yeah, it's true. Love the Flair livery. I hope we can get the Max to rock that with the Flair livery. We are going to get the Max, man. PMDG Max. One day it will come. Flair has one of the most disgusting liveries I've ever seen. See, here's the thing. I thought the same thing, Bernie, when it first came out. I was just like, what the hell is that? But I promise you, it grows on you. It really does grow on you, and it's a very much of a statement livery, to be honest with you. Yeah. The Flair CEO ran Wizz Air before Flair, so he's familiar with the ULCC territory. There you go. Captain, if you don't have kids, who will ever continue the brand after you retire from the business, the best business on the planet? Your brand is a true legendary, should be here long after you. Well, the beauty of flight sim streaming, and hopefully, knock on wood, my health moving forward, is this is something that I can do for quite a while, as long as there's, you know, you guys hanging out with me and we're having fun and flight simulation is still a thing. Content creation, I don't think, is going anywhere, man. Content creation, in my opinion, is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Just more options and more options. So as long as government stays away and doesn't put the red tape over content creation and all kinds of other stuff, I think we're going to be good. But who knows? Can finally watch a stream live midday here in Australia. Good to see you, Andrews. Yes, we're definitely going to have to include some Australian ops now, especially that it's like midday in Australia, like you mentioned. We definitely need to go down to Australia, New Zealand, and actually fly during the day. And yeah, there's some cool stuff that having this evening stream on Thursday is going to open up. Right, do some Qantas ops, some Jet 2 Australia ops, do some cool stuff, man. Yeah. Found out Asus can't answer my motherboard questions. Called local PC guy. Took 5 seconds going with Strix like you. Awesome. There you go, man. Great. Flight Force, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. PMDG 737 Max and Flair colors will be sexy. Hopefully. Oh, man. I think it'll take a couple Thursdays to get used to this. Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, it's going to take a while for people to even, like, realize that this is a thing. Probably a good, like, couple of months, to be honest with you, Captain Dom. It's probably going to be, like, 2 months of, like, oh, shit, it's Thursday night, Caps Live. You know, it's going to be one of those, right? I think there are a few airports released since you last flew there. Should be good. Yes. The main one is we finally have the Orbex Melbourne, right? Forget which Melbourne I was using before. A freeware version, I think, of it or something like that, but I think we finally have Orbex Melbourne. There's a couple other ones that have been released as well. Jason coming in with the $20 donation. Huge enough floaties to you, Jason. Thanks so much for your support, man. Really do appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Appreciate you, man.
Like the addition of the night stream.
Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Jason dropping it. The 20 bomb. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. All right, chat. 87 miles till top of descent. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a bottle of water and hit the bathroom quickly. I will be right back. I'll throw in some tunes. Alrighty. We are back. 70 miles to the top of descent. We can start grabbing some of the weather in Toronto and see what's going on. You should do the grueling 15-hour Sydney to Vancouver flight. My dad just did it, Best Patterson, this past Saturday. Jesus. He's head over from help the fires in BC. Wow, that's crazy. Man, that's a long flight, dude. I can't believe they do that. Long haul. Wait, double check BST on schedule 1930 EDT plus 5, not 3. So wait, what does it need to be then, Greg? So it needs to be 0030? 0030? Is that a thing? I hate time conversion, man. Ken coming in with the 5 gifted members. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for support. Really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huge enough floaties. Yeah, I think you're right, Greg. Ken, thanks so much for your support, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Ken and Jen, longtime friends and followers of the channel. Thank you very, very much, man. Really do appreciate you guys. Guys, if you got a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you to Ken in chat. That's extremely kind, man. Really do appreciate it. Done the flight like 8 times now, normally visiting my family. Oof, that's a long one, dude. Over Nova Scotia's hard. It's a 3-leg trip. Yeah, because you got to go what? Sydney, Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, somewhere, Calgary, and then across. Flair flew a bunch of firefighters from Guadalajara to Abbotsford to our flight to fight fires a few weeks ago. Damn, crazy, man. Thanks so much, Jen and Ken. Appreciate you guys. Cheers some water to you. All right, 49 miles till top of descent. We grabbed the weather. Winds are calm, 15-mile visibility, fuel at 11,000, 18 degrees, 3018 on the altimeter. So go to our descent. We'll forecast our descent winds. We'll request that, and then altimeter was 3018. So go ahead and bug that up. Good. We'll execute that. Good. I don't think we have ATC in Toronto still. I think it's a little bit late. Oh, Toronto Center is still online. Okay, maybe they're online till like 11 p.m. or something. What's the overall plan for the evening streams? We're just going to keep it on Thursday evenings for now, Tom. If there ends up being more demand for more evening streams, then we'll plan accordingly for there, man. But for the next like month or two, I probably like from now until World Flight, I'm going to be looking at the analytics, and we'll make the decision probably in 2 months if it's something that we're going to continue doing. Obviously, anytime you alter a schedule or something like that, you obviously want to follow the analytics and just make sure that everything is making sense, right? But I mean, in my opinion, I love doing the evening streams. I mean, listen, dude, it's Thursday evening. I would probably be sitting here. I don't know what I would be doing. Probably nothing better than this. So at least this way, man, I get to hang out with you guys. We get to get more flights in. We get to stream. Adds to the whole, you know, again, I think it offers, for a lot of my North American viewers, it offers something. And I guess we're finding out today that even a lot of Australian viewers and New Zealand, and it offers them, you know, they're able to come in here and hang out now because we're streaming, you know, at a more appropriate time for them, not in the middle of the night, right? Not at 3-4 a.m. So used to work in Abbotsford, small stone quarry there that Jen's company does explosives for. Damn, that's really cool. Really, really cool. Love the evening streams. Keep it up. There you go. Sweet. But we could be playing BattleBit. Not wrong. Not wrong. Love me some BattleBit. Maybe afterwards. Schmarkak, thanks so much for support, man. 279. Appreciate you for doing extra evening streams. Well, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for being a member, and of course, thank you for the donation. I really do appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. usually working during my normal streams outside the weekend. Yeah, exactly. So it just adds a little bit of, you know, it adds a little bit more fun, if you will, you know. 11 evening streams, much better for us time in the Aussies and Kiwis. Certainly better than 2 a.m. Yeah, absolutely. Well, because I mean, it starts at 2 a.m. and doesn't end till like 5 or 6 a.m. That's impossible, dude. How are you going to stay up, right? Come on. That's, I totally get it. Totally get it. Okay, cool. Let's start planning for the arrival, friends. We're going to expect 2-4 left, I think. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. We can pull up the ATIS. We can have a quick little look-see here. So we've got ATIS information. Primary approach is ILS 24 left. So that's exactly what we're going to plan for the ILS 24 left. So let's go and plug in some information. So we've got 11195. We'll set that now, 11195, and we'll send that over. And we'll go 11195, and we'll send that over. Good. We've got a front course of 237 and minimums of 747. So 237 on the minimums. We'll spin backwards. Sorry, on the heading course, 237. All right, 237 is in, and then 747? Yeah, is our minimums. Okay. 747, we'll spin that up. Interesting minimums, chat, 747. All right, 747 is set as minimums. Good. All the cool cats come out at night. Hope the flight is going well. Andy, good to see you, my man. Had a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun on the first leg. We flew real time, everything down into JFK. We had Citation Max on as ATC. It was just incredible, man. We had a really good time. Really good time. Thanks for coming to hang out today, man. I hope you're doing well. 747. Oh, baby. All right, sync up our heading. We'll be a good pilot. And 16 miles from descent. Let's go ahead and plug in... Oh, what waypoint do they usually give us on the arrival here? We're going to plan for the 2-4s. Probably going to want us at Bimpo for 8,210 knots. Although, probably contact coming in on Woozy or Iston. So we're going to plan for, let's go down to Youth at 11. We'll plan for that initially. I think that's usually the initial descent that they give you. Absolutely, Bernie. No, yeah, of course, man. Yeah. And we'll set auto brake 3 as well. Got a little bit of a long taxi down here in Toronto once we land. So we're going to be landing on 24 left, 9,000 foot runway, lots of room. We'll look to vacate Delta 2 or Delta 4, most likely Delta 4. I find the PMDG using auto brake, it's kind of, yeah. So I'm assuming they'll probably give us Delta 4 cross 2-4 right. Delta 4 and then probably Delta Alpha into the ramp, and we're going all the way up to Alpha Tango. We're going in up here again, up to Alpha Tango, and we'll go ahead and pull that up here, get that into there. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. There's Alpha Tango. So we're going into like Bravo 13, Bravo 11. We can take any one of these gates. That's the ones you usually take. What was Max covering? Didn't even realize with it being so busy. He was New York approach. New York approach. And we are about to start our descent. I'm surprised they haven't fixed the auto brake or lack thereof. I mean, if you use 3 or max, it's pretty good, but anything under, like, if you use auto brake 2 or 1, it's basically like there's nothing there. The drag model isn't necessarily the best, I've been told. I don't know, I don't fly it in the real world, but from what I've seen, and yeah. Alrighty. Our altimeter was 3018. A little bit of high pressure. Some big storms rolled through yesterday. It's kind of it's cleared up a lot today. It was pretty nice out today. Still some humidity lingering around, obviously, but 3018 is in. And there we go, top of descent. We'll go ahead and ding the cabin. Get the passengers seated. One more day closer to the PMDG 747. Man, I feel like we're going to be waiting a while for that one, Kev. I feel like that's an end of 2024 if we're lucky. I would say end of next year. Especially because they're going to put out the 777 and then they're going to circle back and do the 737 MAX family. And then they'll probably end up circling back and do some updates or something to the 777. So who knows, but yeah. Appreciate you, Zach. I hope you're doing well, man. It's been a long time, dude. Love the 320 and the 737, but so ready for a study level heavy jet. I would agree. Yes. Yes. Keep in mind, we should be getting the Phoenix A319 and the Phoenix A321. We should be getting those airplanes by the end of the year. Actually confirmed, we're getting those airplanes by the end of the year. We know that we're getting the AnyBuilds A300, which I'm ecstatic about. I cannot wait for that. AnyBuilds A300, which will be coming as well. And hopefully we're getting the TFDI MD-11. That's four major airplanes possibility that by the end of the year that we're already going to be flying. And then you have early next year, which I would hope brings the Aerosoft 330, although I really don't know how I feel about that anymore. But the Aerosoft 330, then we're going to have the PMDG 777, and then we're also getting the Bluebird 757, which we're hoping, first quarter 2024. So, like I said, man, the next 6 months are, I think it's finally like what we've all been waiting for, right? For all of us that say, man, like, I love the A320 and I love the 737, but holy shit, I need something different. Totally understand and totally get it. You know what I mean? Totally get it. So I truly think the next 6 months are going to be just an absolute incredible time to be in this hobby. I think we're about to get spoiled in essence is what I'm saying. Our patient, us being so patient, well, not some of us, but most of us being patient and waiting, and I think it's finally about to pay off. Yeah. Still don't believe they're close to beta on a 777. I don't know, Tom. Listen, here's the thing, right? I don't think PMDG, I agree with you. You can take it as a grain of salt. I really don't, You can take what PMDG says and what the forums say. You can take it as a grain of salt. I don't think anybody's going to argue with you on that one. I don't think PMDG has anything to say. I don't think PMDG has a reason to go out and lie to you and say that, like, the 777 is close, other than to maybe a marketing tactic or a marketing ploy for anybody else in the industry that might be making a 777. Like, don't you dare, PMDG's doing one, we're going to beat you. I don't know, but I feel like PMDG doesn't have a reason to say, like, hey guys, like, progress is proceeding extremely well and we might be looking at beta and stuff like that soon. Who knows, man? To me, they don't have a reason to lie. It's not like, other than, like I said, a marketing tactic, which I could also see, like, but again, it's PMDG. I don't think PMDG is really worried about anybody. I think their products kind of speak for themselves. They make fantastic products. I think we can all agree on that. Now, sometimes, yes, we're waiting for things, EFB, longer than we would like. I can agree with you all on that one. But that being said, I'm expecting some big things when we do get the EFB finally, and fingers crossed, the rest of the projects moving forward go, smoothly. Maybe, Tom, I don't know. I've heard that it's two different teams, Tom. That's what I've heard. I've heard that PMDG, with the success of, like, Microsoft and everything, they've been able to hire, and I've heard that it's a different team. Obviously some other, obviously there's some teams that probably help on both, but, like, I've heard that they have different teams working on it. I've also heard that the SDK has come a long way since even when this airplane started development. The SDK is quite complex now, and it's done quite well, to the point where it's not, you don't really have to focus a bunch of attention on one specific, like, oh, we have to focus on the Xbox for the next 2 months, like, sorry PC users, or same thing, right? Sorry Xbox users, we have to focus on the PC version for the next 2 months. I think they kind of go hand in hand now. I don't think there's really much work that needs to be done. It's just one unit, and it works for the Xbox version, and especially now with Wasm. And that's why it wasn't working before, and that's why it wasn't the way that it is now. With Xbox and Wasm, the full support of Wasm and everything working, I don't think there's much difference. I think you're basically getting the same airplane, but on Xbox. I don't think there's much difference to it, but who knows. Are you surprised we still don't have an EFB? Surprised? No. Disappointed? Yes, slightly. But at the same point, I'm not gonna let an EFB like ruin my experience flying an airplane, right? Like an EFB, it's one small thing, man. Like, sure, would it be nice to be able to load my EFB and look at some performance numbers and calculators and stuff? Absolutely. But it's not taking away from flying the airplane, which is what I'm really here to do. We're not playing tablet simulator. We're here to fly the airplane. I am perfectly okay with loading my airplane using the FMC. Like, it's not a make or break thing for me. It doesn't completely destroy my immersion. The airplane still is a fantastic airplane to fly. It's tons of fun. Everything else works the way that it should. We're just missing a little tablet, man. So when it gets here, it gets here. I'm not too, I don't know. What disappoints me about Aerosoft is that they're aiming to release the aircraft as an unfinished state. The letdown of the website, they published list of the reasons why the 330 will be plagued. Yeah, you know what I almost feel like, Kevin, at this point? I almost feel like Aerosoft is just throwing their hands up, and they're basically saying, we don't know how to fix all these problems, we're not skilled enough, we don't have enough employees, whatever the reason may be. We don't have the resources to fix a lot of the problems that are happening with the airplane at this point. So we're going to release it, and what we're going to hope is that the community comes up with a bunch of fixes, and Working Title can maybe fix a proper LNAV or VNAV. Who knows, man? Like, I almost feel like that's what they're doing at this point, right? Like, they're looking at projects like Fly-by-Wire and like, Heavy Division and Curo and all these other ones, and I'm wondering if they're just like, well, if we provide the base, maybe somebody will mod it and do something. They're getting funding for an A321 Neo and an A330 Neo. Those are the funding that Aerosoft is receiving. So you would think with funding like that they could basically hire whoever they wanted. With the amount of money that they're making off the sale of these products and stuff, one would think that they would just be able to hire the best the business had to offer. But I don't know what's going on at Aerosoft. Like I said, man, I don't know. I don't know who's calling the shots. It seems like it honestly just seems like it's somebody that just isn't quite sure of like how to proceed with the business. That's what it feels like to me. It almost feels like they're like, we've all moved to like using computers and stuff, and Aerosoft is over there like trying to push numbers with like, pens and papers, right? Trying to solve stuff with pen and paper, and we're using calculators and computers and stuff. The rest of the world, the rest of the developers. I mean, look at how many products people are releasing, and Aerosoft is still, Toronto Center, good evening. Flair 1615. 16,000 descending on the Ling 3. We've got Adis Romeo.
Flair 1615, Toronto Center, good evening. Squawk 0502.
0502, Flair 1615. 0502, chat. Squawk it for him. If I had to take a guess, next swing plane to release is going to be the 777 or the 300. I think it's going to be the A300 or the MD-11. Don't forget about the MD-11, man. Don't sleep on that.
15, you're identified, passing 15,000, descend 11,000, altimeter 3018, expect 24 left.
We'll descend 11,000, altimeter 3018. We'll expect 24 left. Flair 1615. Yeah, don't sleep on TFDI, man. I think they're going to make a really good product as well. I think the next big plane is probably going to either be the Phoenix 321, the Phoenix 319, TFDI MD-11, or Any Builds A300. That's yeah. Now, Andy, when were you? Have they given a release date, or have they just given like a soft, like, we estimate that the aircraft is going to be released sometime in September, October? Time to smoke a bowl and set up a flight, San Antonio to Houston, Dallas. Nice. Enjoy, man. Enjoy.
Dallas Sierra 3570, stay on your gate.
109.
Delta 035.
It's not definitive? Okay.
Cross 24 right, taxi via Charlie.
I heard that it was like an end of
Alpha,
September,
Tango,
October type deal, but yeah, I'm hoping it comes before the end of 2024 as well. So. The Phoenix and the A300, those are great guesses as well. I think, I mean, I'll take both of those planes. Like I was saying, man, even an A321, I know it's part of the Airbus A320 family, but an A321 or a 319 is just so different, and they fly so different as well. So.
American 625, turn left heading 270, intercept cleared ILS 24 left approach.
Excited for the MD-11, haven't flown one since the FSX days with PMDG version. Yeah. How was that, Tom? Was that a good like rendition? Like, was PMDG good back then? I don't know much about the PMDG MD-11 back from FSX. All right, we're coming up on 1,000. Speed restriction is 250. So we're going to bug that up. 250.
2133 requesting IFR to Montreal.
777 probably won't come until 2030 at this rate with the Airsoft A300 2050. No, I have a lot more faith in PMDG. PMDG also understands the opportunity here, and here's my thing. I'm pretty sure PMDG wants to get the 777 out on 2020's lifetime, because I can almost promise that they're going to do some type of like upgrade fee for the 2024 version. So something leads them to believe like a $20 upgrade or something, you know what I mean? So something tells me that PMDG probably wants to get their 777 out while 2020 is still the version simulator and 2024 is unreleased. Great model, it was ahead of its time. Interesting.
Flair 1615 to send 8,000.
Send 8,000, Flair 1615.
Air Canada 54 Heavy, Toronto.
8,000 is in for us.
54 Heavy, go ahead.
Air Canada 54 Heavy, turn left direct Sabre on course. Climb flight level 230.
TFTI page for the MD-11 says Q&A expected to start September 4th. That's just the start of the Q&A. That might last until the end of the year. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I had a good look at it, Andy, out at the expo. They had a computer with the MD-11, and people were able to fly it and like do some. So it's definitely at a flyable state. Is how it looks. So. All right, let's go ahead and we got a little bit delayed there. Let's go ahead and do our descent checklist. Altimeters 3018 cross-checked. Good. Minimums 747. Cross-checked. Landing data, we're going flaps 30 154. Approach briefing has been completed. We respect ILS 24 left. Seatbelt sign is on. Auto brakes are set to position 3. Pressurization panel is set. And actually, no, it's not. Sorry, we need to look at our landing elevation. Landing elevation is 569. 569. So we'll put in 600. Good. And recall checked. Good. Descent checklist complete. We'll also continue now and do our approach checklist. Flight nav instruments have been checked. Cabin notification. Flight attendants, please be seated for arrival. Complete. And altimeters, once again, 3018 cross-checked. Good. Beautiful. Approach checklist complete. Next will be our landing checklist, and then after landing. Good.
Air Canada 143, continue left turn, heading 270, intercept the localizer, cleared ILS 24 left approach.
Why am I getting a traffic warning for somebody that's 20 miles off my nose?
Continue.
That doesn't make sense.
270, cleared ILS 24 left approach, Air Canada 143 Heavy.
Should see downtown Toronto right here. Yeah, we should get a nice view of downtown Toronto off our right wing.
Flair 1615, descend 4,000.
4,000, Flair 1615. Alright, 4,000 is in. Looking good. I've bounced every plane in the sim at least once. The MD-11 is tricky to fly. It's built for speed, lands very fast, and will bounce if you're not careful. Yes. I have flown the MD-11 for X-Plane 12. X-Plane 11, sorry, not 12. PMDG is taking too long in the EFB, which I don't know what is going to be better. Good for the year wait. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it somewhat soon. but we will have to wait and see. Again, is it something that would be nice to have? Absolutely. Is it a complete game breaker? No. Is X-Plane 12 good? I mean, I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest with you, dude. I'm trying to be a little bit more positive on my whole outlook on X-Plane and Microsoft. I want to try and promote, like, that we,
American 625,
you know,
Toronto Tower 118.7.
I think under certain circumstances, any simulator can be good. It depends what you're looking for. It really depends what you're looking for. I prefer Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that's just me. You may prefer X-Plane, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I prefer Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just think it's the better option. Look at the haze and the sun off the water. It's just incredible. Wow. Got downtown. There's City Center. There's downtown Toronto. I'm going to go level change 240. I don't think there's a restriction. There might be a restriction. Hold on. 210. Shit. 210 restriction, chat. Bring your speed back. Throw out a little bit of ground spoiler. We were stuck looking at the views. That's that early morning humidity down there.
Air Canada 54 Heavy, climb flight level 350.
Flight level 350, we're going to send flight.
Alright, we're definitely get some nice vectors. Try and get ourselves down to 4,000 as quickly as we can so he can just vector us in. We don't have to fly the whole approach. That's why I switched it to level change, just so he can basically clear us all the way down.
Sure, we're on center.
Look, I'm currently on vacation in Thailand. Very cool, man. Enjoy. Sounds awesome. And also in Toronto, see the fighter jets practicing the air show today? Somebody was talking about it earlier. Yeah.
Here, what runway would you like, and when are you ready to go?
Quick turnaround. We'll take 2-1 out, and we should be ready to
There's
roll
much more types of clouds, Evan. Yeah. There's downtown Toronto, the beautiful skyscrapers, Toronto City Island. It's a cool place, man. If you ever get to visit Toronto, make sure you go up in the CN Tower and you can do a bunch of cool plane spotting. You can see like Q400s coming in on approach and all kinds of other cool stuff. It's really neat.
You can stay paused there.
Don't call me Shirley, Shirley.
If you disappear, that's fine. If you got a fix, just let me know.
It's a great movie. I haven't watched that one for in quite a while.
All right, thank you.
Air Canada 143, contact Toronto Tower 118.7. Good day.
Toronto Tower 118.7. Have a good night, Air Canada 143.
I think they're closing up in the next like couple minutes. He's probably going to vector us and then he's going to call it quits for the evening. Cool. So, last couple things here, chat. I don't think we need to do much. Everything else is set. We're just waiting on our landing checklist. Other than that, we're good. When I put down the flaps on approach.
15, turn left heading 330.
Left turn 330, Flair 13. Sorry, 1615. 330 on the heading for us. When I put down the flaps on approach, the plane looks like it wants to stall. Make sure you have your speeds set properly. Make sure that you're not getting too slow for your flaps, right? You're going to always have like your stall. Make sure that you've got flaps out.
My airspace to the west. Cleveland Center's offline and surveillance service terminates. Frequency change approved.
Toronto down there. This is the 401, one of the busiest highways in Canada. Still nothing like the U.S. interstates that I saw when I was down in close, but still nothing like the ones I saw down in Houston. But that is the 401. That is called the Trans-Canada Highway.
Clear 1615, turn left heading 270, descend 3000, and set the localizer. Cleared IL 24 left approach.
Left turn 270 will descend 3000, cleared ILS 24 left approach. Flair 1615. Alright, let's grab our localizer. We're going to descend 3000 at about 600 feet per minute. Andy coming in with the 5 gifted members. Thanks so much, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Guys, if you got a gifted membership from Andy, please make sure you say thank you in chat. Incredibly kind. Thanks so much, Andy. Really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thinking about spending the money on pendular rudder pedals is that much of a game changer? Absolutely. If you've been involved in the flight sim game as long as I think you've been, Tom, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Complete game changer, dude. You'll probably never have to buy rudder pedals in your life. I don't know how long rudder pedals last you, but like the cheaper ones, like the Logitechs and stuff, usually last me like a couple years, just because you're constantly moving it and you're constantly doing things to it, right? Yeah, these are absolute game changer. Yeah.
Heading 090.
Alright, localizer captured. We'll go ahead and arm our approach. Glide slope should be captured here any second as well. There's our glide slope. Beautiful vectors tonight, guys. We've got 2-4 left out there in front of us. I'm just catching it now. Speed's coming back nicely. Flaps are in 5 degrees.
I have your clearance advice right copy.
Good. Said our approach speed today was going to be 154. So using my old CH pedals, I've had them for years. Oh yeah. 1187, thanks for wonderful ATC. We'll see you soon. Floor 1650. Cool. Tower 18.7. Gear down. Speed back down to 170. We'll go flaps 15 degrees. Give you a nice view of that coming out here. Passing over Downs View. Isn't that where the Q400 was made, chat? Don't they make the Q400s at Downsview? I thought they did. Could be wrong, but... Tower, good evening. Flair 1615, ILS 24 left.
Flair 1615, Toronto Tower, hello, number 1, clear to land runway 24 left.
Clear to land 24 left, Flair 1615. Alright, final approach speed 154. Good. Let's go flaps 25 degrees. Captain fixed freezes on approach and touchdown happens when I fly an 80 builds LAX and I have a 4060 Ti. Off-screen pre-terrain cache or whatever it's called. Do you have that set to ultra? I can set that to ultra. Let's go flaps 30. Alright, chat, landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps 30, 30 green. Speed brake is armed. Engine start switches over to continuous. And we'll get the rest of our lights on. Landing checklist has been completed. Beautiful. 1,300 feet. I've got a beautiful visual in front of me, chat. Joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival, friends. I'll catch you down on the ground. Sounds are up. Let's go ahead and also prep this here. We'll get this ready for our vacate. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's fine. What about there? Cool. Sweet. My throttles, my aircraft. Enjoy, guys. Winds are calm right now. Can definitely feel it in the airplane. It feels great right now. Oh shit, I need to be recording. Better late than never. We're recording.
400.
No winds. Look at this approach. It's just beautiful. It's exactly how I would picture like a nice nighttime arrival. Continue. Bang on glide slope. We're following glide slope here.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers, nose down gently. That may be one of the best ones we've had in a while. It was real nice. Decelerating. I don't think it was a 188. I think we landed on a little bit of a downslope too. Seven knots, reverser stowed.
15 exits right, Delta 8, cross runway 24 right, and when able, free parking gate.
Delta 8 cross 24 right, and we're looking for Terminal 3 Alpha Tango, I think we're going in.
We're 1615, roger, taxi via Delta Alpha, and you can use any of the at any of the taxi entries to Terminal 1 there, 3, cross runway 33 right.
We'll taxi the terminal via Delta Alpha, and we'll go in, we'll look to go in at Alpha Tango for floor 1615. We'll cross 3 3s.
Roger, have a great night.
Thanks, man, for the TC. Appreciate it. Alright, cool. Sweet. Nice. See what I mean about auto brakes? It's a 9,000 foot runway. We had auto brake 3, and we still bled that out all the way down to the end, and we didn't float it at all. Weird, man. Weird. Cool. Great flight, guys. We'll clean everything up here. We're still rolling, so we'll clean everything up. Flaps, spoilers, good. We'll kill the landing lights. Kill the strobe lights. Wing lights can go off. We'll stop the clocks here. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Oops, didn't mean to do that. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Actually shorter on the return flight with that headwind because we don't have those crazy vectors into New York, which is pretty wild. It's much more direct coming back this way. So sweet. Nice flight. Thoroughly enjoyed that one, guys. What did I say we were going to? We wanted to go to... Where did we start the day? We started all the way up here. We're going to go to Bravo 13 if possible. Bravo 13. Good. No. Wonderful. Cool. We are out on... We should be on Delta right now. Yeah, so he wants us to go Delta, and then we're going to make a left on Alpha. We're cleared across 33 right. Cool. A little bit of a long taxi. Let's go. Not used to this late of a stream. Pretty, it is, yeah, Zach. It's fun, man. I like it. Alright, after takeoff, sorry, after takeoff. After landing checklist, engine start switches are off. Flaps are up and clean. Ground spoilers are down, and radar is off. After landing checklist complete. Next, we will do our shutdown checklist. We'll get to the stand. Beautiful. Just that flight too high is making KSPI my home airport. Let's go. Nice. Very cool, man. It's always fun when you get your home airport, dude. It's always amazing. Alright, chat. We're going to stop our recording here as well. We'll have that. I got that. Better late than never. Just got it. We'll be able to watch the replay of that arrival. When you start the APU, you can start the APU whenever, man. I usually do it when I'm getting a little bit closer to the gate, as it does burn extra fuel. So I just like to keep the, you know, the real ops. Oh, sorry. I thought I put the camera back. Sorry. Yeah. You know, real ops. You'd turn the APU on as you're getting. There's no need to have it on right now, right? So. Even though it is 2 flights to Chicago and that's it. What's that of it? Oh, the KSPI. Gotcha. Alright, so it's going to be the second left up here. First left is Bravo. We want Alpha. And then we're going all the way down Alpha. And we're going in an Alpha Tango for Bravo 13. That is the plan, my friends. No, we do have the replay. We'll be able to watch it afterwards. Alright, here's Bravo. Left into here. I'll be at this airport in November. Back in Toronto. I'll be inbound on a United A319 from Denver to Toronto. On my way back from World Flight. Hey Cap, does the Phoenix usually climb at 500 foot per minute, or is there any way to make it climb faster? It depends. Airbus is notoriously bad for climbing, especially over a certain altitude, so keep that in mind. Thanks for another great stream, Cap. Enjoyed the new time. Awesome, Jared. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Thanks for coming and hang out, dude. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up either. Hope you guys enjoyed that arrival. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully we've reached our goal of 300 likes. That'd be absolutely awesome. Stream at 10 p.m. Yes, we're just finishing up as well, man. The new Thursday streams. We have two times on Thursdays now. Evan, good to see you, man. Welcome. Had a great stream, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. When are we going to do X-Plane? I have no clue, man. What is this, World Flight? Put exclamation point WF in chat, Zach, and that'll provide you with a link directly to the World Flight website. You can read all the information you would like. It's basically a big charity event. We fly around the world for a charity. And there's a bunch of teams that do it. There's teams in the UK. There's teams in the US. There's teams everywhere, so... Flight Tampa needs to definitely update this. This has been a bug for quite a while now. I don't think you want to fall through there, chat. That takes you out into the abyss. Don't fall into there. That's been an issue here for quite a while now. They should fix it. The taxiway is all bumpy. Which charities? I'm not quite sure which charity is around this time, to be honest with you. I think it's Orbis. I think we're doing Orbis this year. It changes every year, I believe. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the different one. But I think we're doing Orbis. Because I know Maverick does a bunch of charity work as well. I might be confusing the two, but I'm pretty sure it's Orbis. Yep. I believe it, West Coast. Alright, APU's going on. This is Alpha Tango. We're going in here. High Tech Hub celebrating 3 months. Appreciate you, my man. Huge enough floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Appreciate all the support, man. Thank you so much. Alright, and there is our gate. Charlie, sorry, Bravo 13, Charlie 13 or something. Back into Toronto. Beautiful. Park brakes coming on. Good. Let them down. Let them up. Shut them down. Good. On. Good. APU bleed is on. Beautiful. Anti-collision light. Seatbelt signs. Hydraulic pumps. Probe heats. Yaw damper. Fuel pumps. And after... Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Fuel pump switches as required. Seatbelt signs are off. Window heat as required. Probe heat is auto. Anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Anti-collision light is off. Engine start levers are cut off. And transponder is set to standby. Shutdown checklist complete. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Toronto. Hey, let's do it. We're not even gonna worry about the deboarding. We're just gonna go ahead and get PMDG set up. We're gonna go panel state load. We're gonna put this to final. We'll execute that. Good. We'll let that do its thing, and then we'll go ahead and no dance. Now there's no. It's one of those automated guidance ones. We'll go ahead and just wait for the flaps to come all the way back out, and then we'll go ahead and watch the replay, guys. We can get the lights, all the lights back on. You see, when I get the hand, it like doesn't work. Oh, there, now it worked. Ah, so it does work. Okay, interesting. But I can't put it down. It's weird. I have to do that. Okay, I guess that's what you do. On, and good. Cool. Let's go ahead and hit the play button. Go ahead and watch some wing views here of us coming in. So I'll turn that down a little bit so we don't go deaf. Self-parking, yeah. The machines are taking our job. They took our jobs. But one of my favorite episodes ever. Hi. What's wrong? She came out like barking. Is this live? It is live. Yeah. 1,000 footers. What a beauty, chat. What an absolute beauty. What a way to finish off the dual stream. Great flights today. Great ATC done by Max. Wow. Guys, thanks so much for coming to hang out today. I really, truly do appreciate it. The love for the channel and the love for these evening streams has definitely not gone unnoticed. So thanks everybody for being here. I truly do appreciate it. To all my mods, donators, and sponsors, thanks so much for support, guys. I truly, truly do appreciate every single person that comes here and helps make this possible. So obviously this is something that I want to do to give back to the community by adding another stream time during the evening, kind of cater to my North American viewers and to other viewers around the world that necessarily can't make the usual live stream. So perfect landing at 188. I don't know why that one popped up that time, but perfect landing 188. It's saying 092G, which leads me to believe that it was actually less than a 188. You know how Microsoft is with those slopes. Anytime you have an upslope or a downslope, you just get these weird ass number readouts. But hey, I'm perfectly happy with that landing. I think it was an awesome one. Guys, enjoy the replays. Thanks everybody for being here today. I really truly do appreciate it. For those of you that cannot donate using a monetary value but still come to hang out stream after stream, smash down that thumbs up button. Thanks everybody for being here. Every single person, I truly do appreciate it, man. You guys are the best. Leave you with some outro tunes. Guys, enjoy the replays. Next stream for me, Saturday afternoon, regular time, noon Eastern, Los Angeles to Honolulu, checking out some brand new scenery. It's going to be an absolute blast. Very much looking forward to it. If you've got nothing to do, please do join me. We will be on the VATSA network. It's going to be an absolute amazing flight. We're scheduled at like 5.5 hours, 5 hours, something like that. So it's going to be a blast. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have a wonderful Thursday evening, and I will catch you all on Saturday. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!